Welcome to Full Count Rhythm Baseball on the Full Count Broadcast Network. Presented by Full Count Ministries and Chick-fil-A of Rivergate. Now let's head into the ballpark for tonight's game.
Two Hoppers that live on Langston Street.
Welcome to Gainesville, Kentucky for tonight's Ohio Valley League action as the first pitch is already being thrown out. The young man, he is standing on the mound. He's not moving in. Well, in there for a called strike. Had an opening prayer by youth pastor at Edgewood Baptist Church. It's sponsoring the action tonight here, and got folks already in the stands waiting. We are about 13 minutes away from the scheduled first pitch, but Rhythm got here a couple hours before the game, brought on the Anchor Transportation bus by Stephen Ardito, and followed by his wife Barbara, who's here in attendance tonight. They live in Clarksville, Tennessee, so it's just a hop, skip, and a jump down the road as our umpires have arrived. And the Rhythm are going to try to actually get a baseball game in tonight. Last night got 4 1/3 innings in before the lightning delay, and then the rains came in. And the night before that at Fulton, didn't even get the first pitch thrown before the deluge came down. So Fulton going to try to actually play 7 to 9 innings here tonight against the Hoptown Hoppers. Wasn't all that good the last time we got together with the Hoppers. 9-1 loss at Drakes Creek back last Thursday, and the same starting pitcher for Hoptown, Zach Hampton, is back on the mound again to take on the Rhythm. Dawson Sweeney gets the start for Full Count. Full Count comes in first place in the league, 23-12 record. That hasn't changed. Hoptown Hoppers, they won a 6-0 rain-shortened game last night. They got to 15 wins and 20 losses. They are in 5th place, 8 games behind Full Count, but they are 4 games ahead of the Madisonville Miners with, I think, just 2 games left, or 3 games counting this game. So they will not finish in last place, but they are trying to get up to 4th place. That's where Fulton Railroaders are in a 17-17 record. Paducah still has a chance to get in the number 1 slot. They are 2.5 games behind with 3 remaining. If Full Count wins today or Paducah loses, then Full Count will clinch first place in the league. The Chiefs are at Henderson tonight, and then they will host the Hoppers tomorrow or tonight. And then they will host the Hoppers tomorrow or Friday night. And of course, they'll be at Full Count on Saturday night to conclude the season. Let's get to our Chick-fil-A of Rivergate starting lineups. Thanks to Todd and Linda Hunley for their support of Full Count Ministries and Full Count Rhythm Baseball. They're the title sponsor for the Rhythm all season long. They sponsor our starting lineups and our player of the game. And for the visitors, Full Count, head coached by Josh Carmen, assisted by Jimmy Gamboa, Carson Howard, and John Smithson.
15. Devin
Sargent will lead off. He's going to play right field. John Paul Head back in the DH role where he was last night. He's going to bat second. Devin McCarron at shortstop batting third. Jake Merrick in the cleanup spot playing third base. Trey Simmons over at first base batting fifth. Charlie Bozeman batting sixth. He'll play left field. Parker Staborski will play center and bat seventh. Batting eighth, Aaron Beeman behind the plate. And batting ninth, Spencer Yu playing second base. Dawson Sweeney, the right-hander from Trevecca Nazarene, rising sophomore, 6'1", 200-pound right-hander from Hermitage, Tennessee, went to Nolensville High School. Son of Bobby and Shanna Sweeney, brother to Abby and Case. Grandson of Paw in Jackson, Mississippi, and Nana in Abilene. Camden Angel is his mentor.
Right field.
Tell you more about Dawson Sweeney's year with Full Count Rhythm when he comes out in the bottom of the first. Now for the Hoptown Hoppers, as they take the field, Tyler Casserly leading off, playing right field. Chance Sweeney's going to be right next to him in center field, batting second. Jordan Carter is the DH. He'll hit third. Connor Scheid at first base. Batting cleanup, Miles Denton at third base. Batting fifth. Batting sixth is Owen Hutchinson, Denton's teammate this past year at Roane State Community College. He's out in left field. He'll bat sixth. Carson Tucker at second base, batting seventh. Evan Cardwell behind the plate. He'll hit eighth. And batting ninth, playing shortstop, Gavin Powell. And on the mound, Zach Hampton from Corpus Christi, Texas, 6'1", 180 pounds. He goes to, or is an incoming freshman to the University of Mary Hardin Baylor. And he is on for his fourth appearance of the year. It's his second start. Both starts against Full Count. In his last outing, he went 6 innings, 4 hits, 1 run. It was earned. Walked 1, struck out 3, faced 22 batters and got the win on the season. He's now 2-0. And he will face the top hitting club in the Ohio Valley League. Well, we got the invocation out of the way, and now it is national anthem time as the Hoppers line up on the first base line, and the Rhythm stand in front of their dugout. So we will take a break and be right back
As a
on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
For our national anthem. Once again, a big Hopper welcome to Miss Mary Wade.
Feeling tight, stiff, and not quite yourself? Then it might be time to go see the professionals at Absolute Wellness. Located at 101 Tennessee Way, Suite 100 here in Hendersonville, Absolute Wellness can get you back on track with their numerous services like chiropractic care, massage, acupuncture, spinal decompression. Call Absolute Wellness at 615-264-8515 today to get in on some great offers. That's Absolute Wellness. Your road to Absolute Wellness starts here. We all think about our home's yards, gutters, floors, and so much more. When was the last time you thought about your sprinkler system? That's where Music City Fire Sprinkler steps in. It may shock you that in-home sprinkler systems are discreet and affordable. Let the experts at Music City Fire Sprinkler tell you for themselves. Give them a call at 615-826-7450 or check them out on the web at mcfs.us. That's Music City Fire Sprinkler, proud sponsor of the Full Count Rhythm.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
And Tim Ferguson would say, yeah. So, live performance of the national anthem at Colonel Field at Christian County High School in Hopkinsville, Kentucky. Scott Colley, the public address announcer here, putting out. We've got a problem already out on the mound. Not sure if Zach Hampton is injured starting out. Devin Neely, the home plate umpire, out to chat with. That is the head coach, right? Chad Benny? Chris Benny. I like to call him Chad sometimes. Zach Hampton's going to come off the field. We're going to have a new pitcher. Before we even get started, he didn't even have any warm-up tosses. So Zach Hampton is going to be scratched here as we get started. So Jacob Dilday there. Okay, number 8, Jacob Dilday is going to be the starting pitcher. 6'1", 185 pounds from right here in Hopkinsville. Attended Kentucky Wesleyan this past year and played it at Rend Lake. So already making a change. Good thing I brought some white out with me. So we'll take a quick break while Jacob Dilday, as Janet Embry, Miles Denton, the Hoppers' third baseman, checking in for Bedford, Indiana. Glad to have you on the broadcast. Tell you a little bit more about Miles Denton, a very personable young man that I got to know just briefly on the TCCAA circuit the last couple of years. We'll take a quick break. Be right back on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Don't strike out at your next party. Order the food that will get your crowd cheering. Chick-fil-A of Rivergate. We have many catering options available, from our Chick-fil-A nugget trays to our original Chick-fil-A sandwiches to our chocolate chunk cookies and fudge brownies. We have something for everyone. Order online at chickfil-a.com or call the store at 615-851-4007.
If you didn't know, the Full Count Rhythm is part of the organization called Full Count Ministries. Full Count's mission is to give every baseball player the opportunity to hear the gospel, respond to the gospel, and grow in the relationship with Jesus. With Full Count, you could lead by discipling the next generation by using our resources, or you could go on international mission trips. For more of what we do, check out our website at fullcountministries.com or our pages on Instagram and Facebook.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Jacob Dilday out on the mound. He will start the game. Guessing he was a little bit warmed up, as he is replacing Zach Hampton. It'll be his 8th appearance of the year. He got 1 start, so this is his 2nd start, a 2-0 record.
We were right, number 11.
13 in the 3rd innings pitch. He's given up 6 hits, 2 runs. They were earned, walked 3, struck out 15 batters. Now have to compute his ERA, because the ERA on the Game Changer is according to 7 innings and not 9 innings, as college baseball is. Nolan Sargent looks at the first pitch. He catches the outside corner for a called strike, and we are underway here in Hoptown. 6:29, a little bit early. Game time temperature 90 degrees, feels like 101. Brought to you by Stitches by Cindy. Get your back-to-school items embroidered. You better get that going pretty quickly. She is getting filled up in a hurry. Foul back, and Dilday gets ahead. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So we drop from number 9 down to number 8 on the jerseys. The Hoppers wearing their home whites, tops and bottoms. Some have their pants down. Most do. Miles Denton, he's got them riding high down there at third base, as does our catcher, Evan Cardwell. Denton played for Roan State Community College. I believe he played over there for 3 years. And I don't think he's found a new place yet, or at least he hasn't announced to me. Popped up on the left side. Gavin Powell, the shortstop, just out into the outfield grass, makes the catch. We're out number 1. Different start to the game than Nolan Sargent had yesterday. He ripped the first pitch he saw down the first base line.
DH number 9, John.
And cruised into second base with a dudette double. Today he pops out to the shortstop. Now John Paul Head, who also doubled right after Nolan Sargent's double yesterday in the top of the first inning, stands in. And he looks at a nice breaking pitch hit off there by Dilday for a called strike. John Paul leading the league in hitting, 458. Those stats from yesterday's game, it's as though it never was played. He had a hit, a double in the first inning and scored a run, but his league leading run total has to revert back to 41. Inside pitch catches the corner for a called strike. And Dilday, second batter in a row that he's gone 1 ball, 2 strikes to. On deck, Devin McCarron, the shortstop. Dilday rocks and fires. That moves John Paul back. I don't remember the pitcher, but the second pitch that John Paul saw in a game a couple of games ago here at Hoptown, he got hit right in the helmet. Had one more at bat later on, had a sacrifice fly. So he fouls that one straight back. But then it ended up coming out of the game, and that next 2 games he missed. Those are the only 2 games that he's missed all year. 458, he's leading the league in hits with 54. 9 doubles. He hit his 10th yesterday. Beginning doesn't count. He stays alive with a couple of foul balls.
Another announcement when it is ready. Thank you. We're having trouble with the grills.
How many total innings and runs, Jay?
With the grill, the meat is not ready, but we will announce it when it is.
I don't know the question what that refers to. Inside pitch, more of a full count. Ministries full count.
Right.
Need to have 5 innings for a complete game, 4.5 if it's the home team. Ground ball backhanded by Denton. His throw is high, pulls shite off of the base, and I believe that is Bryce McCallick over there at first base, and he ruled that Connor Shite came off the bag before John Paul Head hit it. So I would assume that's going to be an E5 on the throw by Miles Denton to allow John Paul Head to reach. Now Devin McCarron, the shortstop, stands in with 1 out and 1 on. He swings at the first pitch, as he likes to do, and our home plate umpire, Devin Neely, just took one off the face mask. It's probably not, it's not the first time that's happened. He's tough. Broadcasted several games that he's been the home plate umpire for. Lives right down the road in Bowling Green. Karen now with an 0-1 count. Devin hitting .353, playing in his 14th game of the year for full count. 18 hits, include 4 doubles. Home runs, 7 RBIs. He picked up 3 yesterday, but again, they don't count along with his home run. Oh, Jay's going to figure out my ERA. There you go, Jay. Jay's got 2 earned runs in 13 1/3 innings. There we go. Head takes off on the pitch. Nope. He gets back. He started to go. Must have thought he didn't have a very good jump and got back. I believe the pitch was outside. They've got 2 balls and a strike on the scoreboard. I'm going to go with that. Head does not go here, and the pitch is outside again. Dilday's second start of the year. Well hit out the left field. Back goes Owen Hutchison. He watches this one go. Devin McCarron wanted his second home run. Couldn't get it yesterday because the game did not finish as a full and complete game, but he gets it on his first at-bat here. A 2-run home run to begin the ball game tonight. And the Framework Athletics first runs of the game scored on the 2-run home run by Devin McCarron. One of those runs is unearned as John Paul reached on the error. Second home run of the year. And now Jake Merrick stands in. Looks at a called strike.
Thank you.
I believe Merrick singled in that first inning as well yesterday. Just a little bit up. Count goes 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, I have to be ethical.
Now 1-2. 1.35 ERA. That sounds right to me. Line drive into left center field. That's down for a base hit. Over is Hutchison. Grabs it on about 3 hops. Gets it back into the infield. That's 2 hits in the inning. Back-to-back hits brought to you by Old Hickory Bats.
For the Rhythm. First
Provide the
Trace.
sticks for Full Count Rhythm. They've been a sponsor for Full Count Ministries and Full Count Rhythm. Long time. Chad Lamberth, owner of Old Hickory Bats, on the Full Count Ministries board, as Devin Neely, the home plate umpire, asking for some new pearls. So after a pop out to shortstop, John Paul Head reached on an error by third baseman Miles Denton. Devin McCarron made it hurt with 2-run homer over the left field wall. Now Jake Merrick with a single. Just outside, Trace Simmons and Dilday asking a home plate umpire, where was that? Simmons 4th on the club in batting average, .304, playing in his 27th game. And Dilday tried to still nibble at that outside corner, gets the call. 28 hits on the season for Simmons in his 26 games. Includes 4 doubles, a triple, 3 home runs. He's got 20 RBIs. That is 4th on the club. John Paul, of course, leads with 47. Simmons takes a fastball up, and Dilday he is still not happy with the strike zone. Just joining us, he was not the scheduled starter for Hoptown. Zach Hampton was, but apparently developed an issue, and there's another fastball that's up. And the count goes 3 balls and a strike. Trey Simmons playing first base tonight. Charlie Bozeman on deck.
Yeah.
Merrick leads off, does not go, and that's ball 4. And 2 on with 1 out. 2 already in, thanks to Framework Athletics for allowing the Rhythm to work out there pretty much at will. It's a baseball, softball, athletic training facility. It's where the Rhythm players and coaches and broadcaster meet the Anchor Transportation bus every time for an away game. Met there today. Bozeman looks at a pitch on the outside corner for a called strike.
That's right. That's
Charlie's collected 3 home runs, dozen RBIs in 21 games. And the breaking pitch whispers at the outside corner, and he's down in the count 0-2. Got the start yesterday, was out in center field, I believe. Today he's in left field, down in the count 0-2. Yeah, it's just a little bit too far out. Maybe a lot too far out. 21 games. Charlie has 2 doubles, 3 home runs. Also walked 19 times. He leads the club in stolen bases. He's 12 for 12. But you can't steal first. Pitch down in the dirt after 0-2. Charlie's worked the count full. Full Count Ministries full count.
Yeah. Strike him out. Go. Oh, good soccer game.
Picked up on the right side, might be playable. Shied over to his dugout, but it hits off the top of the dugout. And that's a AAA autographs foul ball. Wonder, do they do
Get those
metal roofing?
price table. We would like to have those back, and we'll give you a Huggard Beard and Giles logo ball for your efforts. Thank you. Yeah.
Scott Colley's delivered again. He's had some of these egg rolls brought up for me again. Full count pitch and ball 4. And the bases are loaded. Second straight walk. Jake Merrick now moves to third. Trey Simmons at second, and that will result in a visit from the pitching coach. I'm assuming that's Arlen Butts, the pitching coach. Scott Colley gives me the international sign for affirmative. He went 2. He did a double. He had the head shake and the thumbs up, and then he went doubles thumbs up. I mean, he is for sure. That's Arlen Butts, the pitching coach. Former Hopper player, right? And that's his brother, Aiden Butts, who's on the roster. I love having Scott Colley sit right next to me. He's almost as good as have my wife sitting next to me, who's with me during home games, Scott. Don't think you're going to come and sit next to me during the home game, okay? My wife sits right here to the right, and she handles this computer right here. I mean, she makes that computer sing now. It's humming, clicking on all 8 cylinders.
Stavorski.
Now, Stavorski, who hit a solo home run in yesterday's game that didn't count, he's going to stand in. Should we go yard card here in the first inning? I'm going to. I said every time we had the bases loaded, I was going to do it. The Rhythm have not hit a grand slam yet this year. I'm going yard card in the top of the first. Staborski's hot. He hit one yesterday. The corners are in for Hoptown. And Dilday got in on his thumbs there, and he fouls that one over to the on-deck circle. It's now down in the count 0-2. The Catawba Indian from Sherrills Ford, North Carolina. Dilday from the windup delivers. That's high. Rhythm scored 2 in the first 3 batters as Devin McCarron with 1 out and 1 on drove one out of here to left field, his second of the year. Staborski hits one over the head of the shortstop. That's going to be down, not a home run, but they'll score 1. They're going to send the next runner to the throw. Is not cut, and scoring is Trey Simmons. Nearly ran into Jake Merrick. And Bozeman moves over to third on the errant throw that Cardwell could not handle. So that puts runners at the corners. 2 more have scored on the 2-run single by Parker Staborski. Still don't have a grand slam, but the Rhythm have scored 4 in the top of the first here at Hoptown. And runner for first takes off. They're not going to throw. Staborski picks up a stolen base. Pitch was a ball to Aaron Beeman, I believe. They're going to try to get him at the plate, and Bozeman's going to run right into the catcher who received a throw from Miles Denton. Beeman grounds into a fielder's choice. Bozeman out 5-2 for out number 2. Staborski stays put at second base. 2 errors in the inning. Not sure the game changer will show that. As Spencer Yu, the number 9 hole hitter, checks his swing. Ball 1. 3 hits in the inning, 2 errors on my score sheet. And Spencer Yu drops one over the first baseman's head. It's going to get in there, and Rhythm going to score another run. Throw comes into Scheit, and Yu stays at first. An RBI single for Spencer Yu. And the Rhythm lead 5-0.
So for the full count, this is the right fielder number 11.
And now Nolan Sargent going to bat for the second time here in the first inning. This is the good kind of mess up a score sheet. Rhythm has scored 5 runs here in the top of the first. First pitch to Sargent misses outside. He popped out to the shortstop, Gavin Powell. Do have 2 out. I'll get that corrected. Ava Thorne checks in on YouTube. Ava's our new clock operator there in the Rhythm section. Sometimes we call her a scoreboard operator. Sargent has to move away from the fastball inside. And I got to get the count right, too. 2 balls and no strikes. All right. Where is my wife? I was talking nice about her. She's Noah Stahaki. She doesn't go on the road. She's got a good agent. 2-0 pitch misses outside. Count goes 3 balls and no strikes. Right-hander getting loose down in the Hoppers bullpen. Sargent takes a hack at a 2-0 pitch and pops it up out of play. It's a AAA autoglass foul ball.
Yes, if you're bringing those foul balls to the merchandise table.
Dawson Sweeney goes down.
Good ball.
I'm telling you, Jonas Smithson has so much gear on down there at first base. Ryan Sweeney had to go down there and unload it because these guys are coming back up to the plate. Another pitch inside. I'm telling you, I'm falling down on the job with this scoreboard. 3-1 pitch is inside, and that is the third walk. And the base is loaded again. Connor Scheit will come to have a chat with Dilday. I know he is not happy with the strike zone, although it has not appeared to be especially tight that I've seen. Sweeney's gonna have a yard sale over here. And Sweeney's got everybody's equipment. John Paul Head just said, hey, I'll take that one right there. That's my elbow guard. And that will end the evening for Jacob Dilday as Chris Benny, the head coach, is out to get the baseball, and we'll have a pitching change. But the base is loaded and 2 out here in the top of the first. Full count leading 5-0. Take a break and be right back on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Feeling tight, stiff, and not quite yourself? Then it might be time to go see the professionals at Absolute Wellness. Located at 101 Tennessee Way, Suite 100 here in Hendersonville, Absolute Wellness can get you back on track with their numerous services like chiropractic care, massage, acupuncture, spinal decompression. Call Absolute Wellness at 615-264-8515 today to get in on some great offers. That's Absolute Wellness. Your road to absolute wellness starts here.
Compliant with code. If you're a facility manager or building owner, you've heard the term plenty of times. At Corson Fire and Security, we work to keep buildings compliant with the most demanding code of all, our own. We've been protecting people and property since before most of today's codes were even written. And what we've learned along the way makes us the best choice to partner with for the future. Corson Fire and Security, celebrating 70 years. Learn more at corson.com.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Pitcher on for the Hoptown Hoppers. Number 6, Aiden Butts from Cadiz, Kentucky. Incoming freshman. Shows he's to head to Dyersburg State. since they had a coaching change or in the middle of a coaching change, that may have changed. 6 foot, 175-pound right-hander. Let's see what kind of statistical accomplishments Aiden Butts has here. This is his 6th appearance of the year. It's his 4th in relief, 13 and 2/3 innings. He's given up 18 hits, 7 runs. 5 of those are earned. Walked 3, struck out 17. Has plunked 3 batters. And I'm going to do another quick calculation here. 5 times 9 divided by 13.66666. 3.29 ERA for Aiden Butts. John Paul, I may have used my yard card too early. Used it for Parker Staborski with the bases loaded. Who knew the Rhythm would get another opportunity with the bases loaded and the leading home run hitter in the league standing at the plate. First pitch from Butts is low and outside. Ball 1, Jay Myers. He got it. We got it at the same time there, Jay. 3.29. Ooh. John Paul, I think, has hit 3 home runs here at Colonel Field. That would have been one that he would have taken out of here to right field, which he has power to right field. That one comes off the glove of Cardwell. In comes the runner, and the ball gets by Butts, but Scheit is backing that up, and Aaron Beeman comes in on what I would say probably is a wild pitch. We'll see what official score rules on that. And it is ruled a wild pitch. John Paul lifts one out to right field. This is going to be caught for out number 3. So Butts comes in and gets the final out. Does allow one more run to come in on the wild pitch. And the Rhythm put a 6 spot. Make sure that looks right. 6 spot on the board in the top of the first. Head to the bottom of the first. Dawson Sweeney on the mound for Full Count. We'll be right back.
If you didn't know, the Full Count Rhythm is part of the organization called Full Count Ministries. Full Count's mission is to give every baseball player the opportunity to hear the gospel, respond to the gospel, and grow in the relationship with Jesus. With Full Count, you could lead by discipling the next generation by using our resources, or you could go on international mission trips. For more of what we do, check out our website at fullcountministries.com or our pages on Instagram and Facebook.
Safeware is there when response is critical, assisting in the classroom as you shape the future of America, helping you build roadways and infrastructure for tomorrow. With protective solutions, innovative technology, and leading technical services, Safeware works tirelessly to provide our nation's workforce with confidence in their safety. Before, during, and after, Safeware is there.
Dawson Sweeney out on the mound for the Full Count Rhythm. Dawson's 12th appearance of the year. It's his 4th start. Has a 2-2 record, 24 1/3 innings. Has given up 18 hits, 20 runs, 15 of those are earned. Walked 12, struck out 34 batters. Has allowed a team-leading 6 home runs, hit 3 batters, and has a 5.55 ERA. Tyler Casserly to lead off here in the bottom of the first. Sweeney's first pitch is high and away. Line down the left field line that will get over the maintenance shed. AAA autoglass foul ball. Jay Myers, our research assistant, all over the ERA today. Appreciate his help all season long. Father of J.C. Myers, right-handed pitcher out of Columbia State. He's from White House, not the White House. White House. There's also a White House, Texas. Jay, my wife and I had our 3 kids down in East Texas, and White House. Right next to Tyler, Texas, there's Sweeney walks Tyler Casserly.
There's this number 7.
Chance Sweeney, the center fielder, stands in. A couple of left-handed hitters to start off the Hoppers lineup. Swings at the first pitch. It's a breaking pitch that got on his handle, fouled it down the left field line. One pitch. It's high as well, but it's also swung on and fouled off as Sweeney aggressive in his at-bat. Beeman set up way outside. Sweeney does not go after that pitch. It was way into the right-handed batter's box. Trying to figure out earned runs. The game changer says that 6 runs given up as a runner takes off, pitches high, throw down as one hopped, and it will get into center field, but that'll be a stolen base for Casserly.
Told you to inform me the hot dogs are ready. Still working on the burgers, but hot dogs are ready if you want to hit those up.
So a runner at second base with a 2-2 count to Chance Sweeney. On deck, the DH, Jordan Carter. Sweeney's played in 31 games for the Hoppers, hitting .211. Sweeney delivers, and a swing and a miss, and a Safeware strikeout for out number 1. It's his 35th strikeout of the year.
When it next for the Hoppers, he does it at the hitter number 31, Jordan Carter.
Leader in strikeouts in the Ohio Valley League is Hayden Alexander of the Paducah Chiefs. He had 51 the last time I checked, which is before all this rain started happening. Jordan Carter takes a look at a strike. Carter from Fairview, Tennessee, just outside of Nashville. He attends Freed-Hardman University, 6 foot, 210 pounds. Takes a healthy cut, comes up empty, and he's now down in the count 0-2. Vicky Maloney, superfan, she's back. Says go Rhythm. Where's Paula Sims? Have I missed her? Already signing in, 0-2 pitch, misses outside. Jordan Carter playing in his 7th game for the Hoppers, hitting .190, has a home run, 3 RBIs. On deck, Connor Scheidt, cleanup hitter. 1 out, 1 on. And now 2 out. 1 on as another Safeware strikeout. Rings up Jordan Carter. It's back-to-back Safeware strikeouts. That was right down Broadway. Not sure what Jordan thought was going to happen with that pitch. Now Connor Scheidt stands in. Long-time Hopper this year. He's played in 31 games as well. 6 foot, 210 pound. 5'11", 230 pound. Freshman in Indiana Southeast, and he takes a cut at the first pitch he sees. Started diving toward the dirt, but he swung on. Janice Swopes checking in. All Rhythm fans. Scheidt from McCordsville, Indiana. He's down in the count 0-2. Is that near Bedford, Indiana, where Miles Denton's aunt Janet Embry said she's from Bedford near IU, which is in Bloomington. 0-2. That's lined into center field. It's down for a base hit. And the throw is, there's no cutoff man. As Trey Simmons is a catcher. He's not used to cutting off these throws, but it hits high off of the mound, and they hold the runner at third as that ball was well struck. And a base hit.
Third base number 10.
Which runners now at first and third. 2 outs, and Miles Denton stands in. Aunt Janet's boy takes a pitch up. Miles, a former Ravenwood Raptor, played at Roan State Community College for head coach Cam Hamsley. He's from Brentwood, Tennessee. Fouls that one off to the right side. Gonna have to figure out that fourth brother. He's got 3 brothers, Chase, Zane, and I don't know the other brother's name, and he may be the oldest. Zane, I think, is playing professional baseball somewhere right now. His brother Chase owns the Tennessee Baseball Network. That's a social media outlet for high school players and I believe college players as well. He does a great job covering baseball all over the Southeast. He has a Twitter account, probably has Instagram as well. I follow him on Twitter or X. 1-2 pitch to Miles is high. Very personable young man. Talked to him when Volunteer State Community College travels to Harriman, Tennessee to take on Roan State. I'll walk by and he makes sure to say hello and we have a little chat. 2-2 pitch. It's out. And a full count Ministries, full count. Aaron Beeman behind the plate for the Rhythm tonight. Was behind the plate yesterday. Rhythm down to 2 catchers now. Trey Simmons and Aaron Beeman. Landon Ward left the squad yesterday. I'd say down to 2. I'm not sure if Jonathan Stewart is healthy. Runner from first takes off and a pitch outside. So close. Ball 4 and the bases are loaded. 2 walks in the inning. There have been games this year that that's a strike all day, every day. Tonight, a little bit tighter zone, and now the base is loaded. Owen Hutchison steps to the plate. Former teammate at Roan State Community College with Miles Denton. Hutchison's played in 33 games for the Hoppers this year. Pops this one up. Devin McCarron's going to go back into the outfield, and he's going to hit his seat and make the catch as he was going down for out number 3. He nearly didn't get back there quick enough. But a nice play by McCarron to stay with that one. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, 3 runners left aboard after 1. Full count leads 6-0. We're right back on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Corson Fire and Security first opened for business in 1946. From the very beginning, we understood something important. We're not just protecting buildings. We're protecting the dreams that built them. We're protecting the lives unfolding inside them. Fire extinguishers, sprinkler systems, and security products are the tools of our trade, but people are the inspiration behind it. For 7 decades, we've never forgotten that. Corson Fire and Security. Corson.com.
We all think about our home's yards, gutters, floors, and so much more. When was the last time you thought about your sprinkler system? That's where Music City Fire Sprinkler steps in. It may shock you that in-home sprinkler systems are discreet and affordable. Let the experts at Music City Fire Sprinkler tell you for themselves. Give them a call at 615-826-7450 or check them out on the web at mcfs.us. That's Music City Fire Sprinkler, proud sponsor of the Full Count Rhythm.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Keep forgetting about my spring rolls over here. And fast and furious in this first inning of play here at Hoptown Hoppers, Christian County High School at Colonel Field. Rhythm scored 6 runs in the top of the first inning, sent 11 batters to the plate. Devin McCarron hit his second home run of the year. It was a 2-run shot.
The top of the second inning for the Rhythm.
He will lead off here. The top of the second facing Aiden Butts. Had to come in relief in the first inning. Karen swings at the first pitch. Foul tips that into the mitt. Listening to somebody's telephone conversation somewhere. Has somebody got it on a speakerphone? Is that what I'm hearing? Either that or I've got NASA on the line somewhere. There's a line drive right back to the pitcher, and Aiden Butts makes the catch. It would have been better right here, but I thought it was heading to right center field. They line out.
Now batting the third baseman, number 8, Jake Merrick.
That base hit written all over it. Butts had his glove in the right place at the right time. Jake Merrick singled and scored in the first. Merrick from the University of Alabama, Birmingham. That's where he plays his baseball. He's from Knoxville's Farragut High School. Takes a called strike. The 1-1 is up. Merrick, 5'11", 200-pound rising sophomore, son of Jim and Angie Merrick, brother to Hunter, grandson of Grandpa in Naperville, that's in Illinois, Grandma in Hastings, Michigan, Pappy and Mimi, they're in Rockwood, Tennessee. Jake takes a pitch that misses somewhere. Well, we got 3-0. Did I miss a strike somewhere? Scoreboard shows a strike. Going to stay with mine right now. Probably wrong. Doesn't matter. That's ball 4. First walk by Aiden Butts. Fourth walk of the game by Hoppers pitching. Trace Simmons, who was the first recipient of a base on balls in the first, stands in with 1 on and 1 out. Simmons heading to Pellissippi State next month. He likes to swing at the first pitch and does, and a AAA autoglass foul ball off to the right side. 6'1", 205-pound rising sophomore at a year at Lincoln Memorial University from Hendersonville, Tennessee's Beach High School. Son of Keith and Amy Simmons, brother to Kaylee, grandson of Paul and Ma in Shannon, Mississippi, and Papa and Mimi in Hendersonville. He takes a raking pitch in for a called strike. Jackson Benjamin is his mentor this year. I haven't seen Jackson at the ballpark. I just apparently missing him. I'm sure he's there. Butts drives Merrick.
A phone lens in a bathroom. If you're missing that, please see me.
That's a ground ball right back to the pitcher off of his glove, and Simmons going to hustle down to first. The throw gets by Scheidt. Simmons will stay at first, and Merrick will move down to third base on the errant throw to first, and it puts runners at first and third with 1 out. So it's got to be an infield single for Simmons, and then an E6 to allow Merrick to get to third base.
Now batting left fielder 14.
That's a third error of the ball game. Again, on my score sheet, not sure what game changer shows. Charlie Bozeman check swing. Takes a strike on the inside corner. Henderson Flash leading the Paducah Chiefs. Score of interest for Full Count Rhythm fans. And winding up, and Charlie Bozeman swings at a pitch. Trey Simmons had the base stolen, and Aiden Butts forgot there was a runner at first, and he went to the windup. Simmons took off right away, but Charlie did not want to take strike two right down the can. So Simmons has to go back to first. Now let's see if the Hoppers realize what happened, that, hey, he's winding up. Let's go to the stretch, and he is in the stretch. And Bozeman has an 0-2 count. Good job by Trey Simmons to pay attention. Bozeman fouls another one straight back. And no error was charged to the center fielder in that first inning on the throw that allowed Bozeman to move to third base. Simmons stays put. Foul tipped into the mitt, and that's a strikeout for out number 2. First strikeout for Aiden Butts, and 2 are gone with 2 on base.
Stavorski.
First strikeout by Hopper pitching. Stavorski had a 2-run single with the bases loaded. I called yard card when he was at the plate last time with the bases loaded. He swings and misses, got tied up with a inside fastball. Good thing he didn't hit that. That would have been off the handle and wouldn't have gone very far. Merrick down at third base. Throw over to first. Simmons back. Simmons had an infield single. Runner going, and pitch is popped up down the right field line. It's in foul territory. Scheidt going over, and it will land outside the fenced area. Another AAA autoglass foul ball. Simmons will head back to first, getting in his 90 feet sprints. Oh my gosh. They did not give Trey Simmons a base hit on that line drive back to the pitcher. They called that an error on the shortstop. I'm sorry, Scott. I can't put that on my score sheet. That was a very tough play for the shortstop to come in. It's an error because it allowed Jake Merrick to go to third. It's not an error to allow Simmons to get on base, as Stavorski takes strike 3 right down the middle of the plate on a breaking pitch. Back-to-back strikeouts by Aiden Butts, and the Rhythm cannot push across a run. No runs, 1 hit on my score sheet, 1 error on my score sheet, 2 runners left the board. 6-0, the important number. The score as we head to the bottom of the second. You're listening to the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Escape to a taste of the tropics with Frosted Luau, Hendersonville's favorite soft-serve ice cream truck. Indulge in our creamy delights with options for everyone, including dairy-free and vegan treats. Planning a corporate event or a birthday bash? Let Frosted Luau cater to your sweet cravings. Visit frostedluau.com, follow us on Instagram at Frosted Luau, or call 615-422-6133 to book your luau today. Frosted Luau, where every cup is a vacation.
United Machine and Tool has been manufacturing the highest quality projects for a wide variety of industries for over 35 years. We deliver high-quality CNC machine components and fabrication projects from prototype to production. United Machine and Tool is committed to quality and excellence in the manufacturing industry. We're located in Goodlettsville, Tennessee. Check us out on the web at umttn.com for any manufacturing need. That's United Machine and Tool, a proud sponsor of the Full Count Rhythm.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Just enough time between innings to scarf down one of those spring rolls. I got enough left for 3 more half innings, thanks to Scott Colley. Jeff Bidwell, the Paducah Chiefs radio broadcaster, Apparently he didn't know about the spring rolls, and Scott gave him the intel on that. And as a good host that Scott is, he ordered some spring rolls to be brought up, and Jeff said, "Those are delicious. I'm adding you to my will." He added Scott Colley to his will because of these spring rolls. Now, he said there's nothing in it that, he said, I don't have any money, but I'm going to add you to my will. I think I'll do the same thing. First pitch swinging. Carson Tucker flies one out to right field. Nolan Sargent comes in and makes an easy catch for out number 1.
Next up for the Hoppers, the catcher, 14, Cardwell.
Tucker playing in his 19th game. This is Evan Cardwell, the catcher, playing in his 15th game. Cardwell from Spring Hill, Tennessee. Looks at a pitch up from Dawson Sweeney. Sweeney faced 6 hoppers in the first inning. Did not allow a run. Scott, that ball was coming right back to my face. I didn't even put a hand up. I trusted that netting right in front. Might have been coming right back to the camera there. On deck, Gavin Powell. Watch it on the replay here. That one's lifted into the shallow area of second base. Devin McCarron comes over to make the catch. His flip toss to Spencer Yu. Not caught, but that was the
shortstop,
icing on the cake. Yu is headed out to center field to say hello to Parker Staborski, I guess. Gavin Powell at the plate, number 9 hole hitter. He's a shortstop. Does not swing at that breaking pitch in for a called strike. Powell, Ren Lake Community College. It's sawed off there, and he's down in the count 0-2. AAA autoglass foul ball. They'll fix some windshields here in Kentucky. Dylan Doris will be right up. 0-2 pitch. Sweeney delivers a fastball high. On deck, top of the order, Tyler Casserly. Powell played in 13 games for the Hoppers, hitting 167. Choking up on the bat, and that breaking pitch sails over the head of Powell, caught by Aaron Beeman. So you're going to miss on a Safeware strikeout on a 1-2-3 inning in the second. Third strikeout of the ball game for Dawson Sweeney. No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left aboard. A clean second inning for both teams. No runs as we head to the third. Full Count lead 6-0. You're listening and watching the Full Count Rhythm Broadcast Network.
Feeling tight, stiff, and not quite yourself? Then it might be time to go see the professionals at Absolute Wellness. Located at 101 Tennessee Way, Suite 100 here in Hendersonville, Absolute Wellness can get you back on track with their numerous services like chiropractic care, massage, acupuncture, spinal decompression. Call Absolute Wellness at 615-264-8515 today to get in on some great offers. That's Absolute Wellness. Your road to absolute wellness starts here. We all think about our home's yards, gutters, floors, and so much more. When was the last time you thought about your sprinkler system? That's where Music City Fire Sprinkler steps in. It may shock you that in-home sprinkler systems are discreet and affordable. Let the experts at Music City Fire Sprinkler tell you for themselves. Give them a call at 615-826-7450 or check them out on the web at mcfs.us. That's Music City Fire Sprinkler, proud sponsor of the Full Count Rhythm.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
I see the Queen Bee for Full Count Ministries and Full Count Rhythm is here up at Hoptown. Brooke Carmen has made the trip up. Good to see her here. I'm not sure if she brought the kids, if Kylie, Kennedy, Futai, and Leeway are here or not.
Leading off.
But it's good to see her here at Hoptown. That is a hard working woman. Top of the third we go. Aaron Beeman leading off, facing Aiden Butts. Looks at a fastball up for ball one. Butts came on in relief in the first inning. Jacob Dilday had trouble getting all three outs. Walked three batters. Dilday ends up retiring two. Gave up 4 hits, 6 runs, 3 of those are earned, walked 3. Faced 10 batters. One of those, Devin McCarron, took him out of the park for a 2-run home run. Ground ball to the left side. Miles Denton cuts it off, and he throws over to Scheidt to retire Beeman for out number 1. Denton now 1 for 2 on ground balls and throwouts. His second assist, though, well, he's throwing out to first. He's also got an assist cutting down Charlie Bozeman at home plate. Now Spencer Yu dumped a single over the first baseman's head, drove in a run in the first, stands in. It's one off the end of the bat. Spencer heading to Sewanee, the University of the South, next month after a year at George Washington. He's from Ensworth High School in Nashville, Tennessee. Son of Jim and Aaron Yu. Having trouble connecting on that slider. Swings and misses. 5'10", 200-pound sophomore. Business analytics major. Brother to Andrew. His grandparents in Henderson, Nevada. He calls Ama and Agon. Pop and Graham in Westerly, Rhode Island. Art Evans is his mentor. 1 ball, 2 strikes with Nolan Sargent, the leadoff batter, on deck. Just outside. Yu playing in his 15th game of the year, came in hitting .262. Now has a dozen hits. They're all singles. 3 RBIs make it 4. Has also walked 14 times. Swings and misses. He's down on strikes. 3rd strikeout by Butts. He has more walks than he does strikeouts on the year, 14 and now 9. John Paul Head leads in the percentage of walks to strikeouts of anybody in the league, and it's not even close. He's walked 31 times, struck out 12. It was a 3-to-1 ratio. So that pitch misses a little high to Nolan Sargent. Sargent 0 for 1. He's walked. .510", 180 pounds, heading to Cleveland State. Going to become a Cougar. Takes a healthy hack there and fouls it at his feet. Nolan from Chattanooga, Tennessee, went to McCallie High School. 1 year at Belmont, where he played in 28 games, started 11. Had 8 hits, including a double, 5 RBIs on the season. For the Belmont Bruins, if you're just checking out the broadcast, that is my alma mater a long time ago. Breaking pitch, swung over the top. Sargent looking for a fastball there and got the bender. Tied him up. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Sun right in the eyes of third baseman Miles Denton and left fielder Owen Hutchison. Thankful for a left-handed batter right now. Although Sargent does go the opposite way from time to time. Two outs, nobody on. Top of the third. Inside, Butts thinks he had him a walk-off strikeout, but instead it's a full count. Ministries full count.
Trade in for like 5 10s or 20s. We'll take one more.
Long wait. Now the pitch. Grounded to the right side. Scheidt will take it on 2 hops. Step on first base to retire Sargent. Trail number 3, 1-2-3 inning for Butts.
Some extra ones they'd like to part with. The concession stand would love to have.
No runs, no hits, no errors. Nobody left on base. We're heading to the bottom of the third. Rhythm leads 6-0. You're listening to the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Escape to a taste of the tropics with Frosted Luau, Hendersonville's favorite soft-serve ice cream truck. Indulge in our creamy delights with options for everyone, including dairy-free and vegan treats. Planning a corporate event or a birthday bash? Let Frosted Luau cater to your sweet cravings. Visit frostedluau.com, follow us on Instagram at Frosted Luau, or call 615-422-6133 to book your luau today. Frosted Luau, where every cup is a vacation.
Think about something for a moment. Every single business, from the smallest neighborhood bakery to the biggest multinational corporation, is someone's dream come true. The byproduct of planning and determination and hard work. If you own a business, you already know that. So you'll also understand that fire and security protection isn't just about protecting property. It's about safeguarding dreams. At Corson, that's what we've specialized in since 1946. Corson Fire and Security. Corson.com.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Third for the Hoppers. Is the right
Top of the order due up for Hoptown, Tyler Casserly, Chance Sweeney, Jordan Carter. To facing Dawson Sweeney out for his third inning. Giving up 1 hit, walked a couple, struck out 3 in the first 9 that he faced. Ground ball up the middle, that's a base hit. Casserly takes a hack at the first pitch that he sees in the third. He's been on base both times he's come to the plate. Walked in the first. Now a single. Connor Scheidt had a 2-out single in the first. Been a little while since Full Count's turned to double play. Popped up straight back behind the press box concession stand area. Press box or press row is actually outside, but it's under a roof with some ceiling fans and lighting. Nice place. That ball's well head out to right field. Nolan Sargent makes the catch. He's going to throw to first. Trace Simmons stretches, but Casserly back in the head of the throw. Sweeney put a charge on that one. He's now 0 for 2, though. Struck out his first time. Now Jordan Carter, also a strikeout victim in the first, stands in. Got folks watching on YouTube and on Facebook. Sweeney misses high. Wednesday night. Only got upper 30s number watching on YouTube tonight. Normally that's in the 40s or 50s or higher. But I guess if you're a Hopper fan, you're probably listening in on their broadcast. Joe Wilson, play-by-play man, does a great job. Throw over to first. They run a couple of cameras as well on their Hoppers feed. Joe's all the way at the other end of press row from me. In there for a called strike, and Beeman has trouble keeping his feet here. Popped out of his glove, but Casserly stayed at first. It's a called strike. It's right down the middle of the plate, but it bounced out of the glove of Aaron Beeman. Chris Benny, the head coach, is a third base coach as well. He came down to ask about the pitch. Guess he figures if the catcher can't catch it, how can it be a strike? Another throw over, and Casserly's back. Henderson Flash now leading 4-1 over the Paducah Chiefs. They're playing in Henderson. Casserly does not go, and that ball's hit well at the left field. He knows he got that one. Jordan Carter just hit one over the tree in left center field for a 2-run home run. And the Hoppers are back in the ball game. That's the 7th home run of the year given up by Dawson Sweeney. Jordan Carter's 2nd home run of the year. RBIs 4 and 5.
Chase Stricker Jewelry run for the Hoppers.
Now Connor Scheidt will step to the plate. He's got 4 home runs, 20 RBIs, hitting .221. He had a single in the first inning. That's now 3 hits in the game for the Hoppers. Sweeney comes back with a fastball on the outside corner for a called strike. Scheidt, a left-handed hitter, looks at ball 1. Maybe a changeup low and outside. See what Dawson Sweeney's reaction is to giving up the 2-run home run. It's a swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. Gets back in the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Got a fastball outside, but left it up, and a full count. Ministries full count. To number 33, Connor Scheidt, the first baseman for Hoptown. Hoptown's 36th game of the year, and Scheidt draws the walk. 3rd walk of the ball game by Dawson Sweeney. It looks like that's going to end it. Josh Carman coming out of the dugout. Not sure if Dawson's on a pitch count here now any longer or not, but normally Josh Carman comes out with the hook, but he might be just having a chat. He is the assistant coach at Trevecca where Dawson Sweeney plays, so he might just be coming out to challenge him. Several Trevecca Trojans have played for the full count rhythm this year. Of course, Jonas Smithson, the first base coach, is a starting pitcher. Ryan Sweeney, a starting pitcher and relief pitcher. Also from Trevecca, Logan Harrell is now on the injured list. A Trojan, and Dawson's going to get to stay in the ball game. And that's exactly what that was. Josh Carman challenging Dawson Sweeney. Miles Denton will come to the plate. Chase Fernandez, an incoming freshman, along with Corbin Crosby, earlier in the year, both headed to Trevecca. They've played for the full count rhythm. And Denton swings at the first pitch and fouls it out of play. AAA autoglass foul ball. Denton walked in the first inning. but was stranded along with Scheit and Casserly. Owen Hutchinson popped out with the bases loaded and 2 outs. 0-1 pitch. This is outside. Denton has a couple of home runs, 14 RBIs in his now 21 games with the Hoppers. Did not start the season with Hoptown. Got in probably a third of the way through. Now down in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 out in the inning, 2 runs in. Rhythm looking for a ground ball to a middle infielder. Denton fouls another one straight back this way. Thankful for a nice netting that everything seems to be woven together pretty good. That's very much appreciative. Sweeney a couple looks over to first and delivers. Denton just got a piece of that. Probably would have been ball 2. Scott Colley plays the song that needs to be played every time. 2-strike foul ball. Staying alive. Spring rolls delicious again here. Christian County High School. And another foul ball. The Hoptown Hoppers bat boy out after that one, not wearing his uniform shirt tonight. Just a gray shirt, just a gray t-shirt tonight. I think he has a uniform. Apparently it's in the wash. Scheit a very short lead over at first base. Sweeney delivers. That's a softly hit ground ball to McCarron. He's going to glove and go the back way to Yu for the lead runner. Yu no chance to throw down to first to get Denton. Good play by Devin McCarron to get the force out. Now 2 outs. Brings up Owen Hutchison.
Fielder, 28. Just
Hutchison popped out to Devin McCarron in shallow left center field. Looks at a first pitch on the outside corner for strike 1. Takes a step out there to maybe see a little bit better as to where that one crossed the plate. Don't think he agreed with that. Hutchison from Burns, Tennessee. He lines right out to center field. That's going to get down in front of Staborski for a base hit.
we're single. We're going.
3rd hit of the inning.
That will bring.
He just reached out and poked that one to center field.
And Tucker.
Carson Tucker flew out to right field. The first pitch he saw in the 2nd inning. Leading off. 6 foot, 190 pounds. He's from Murray, Kentucky. Attends Hillsdale College. Takes ball 1 high. And he started with a single by Tyler Casserly after a line out to the right fielder. Jordan Carter deposited a pitch into the tree in left center field. There's a ground ball up the middle. Spencer Hughes going to throw on the run, and it can't be dug out of there by Trace Simmons. Hughes tried to throw on the run as he was heading to his dugout. Might had a chance to stop, break down, and make a strong throw, but decided to throw on the run, and it was short to the first baseman, Trace Simmons, who's not typically a first baseman. Had trouble digging that one up, but he's used to using a mid. It's just not a first baseman's mid. That should be an E4. First error of the ball game for full count. And the bases are loaded with Hoppus. Evan Cardwell looks at ball 1. So the second time the Hoppers have had bases loaded with 2 out. Rhythm going to see if they can get another out. That's a soft line drive to Devin McCarron, who comes in and makes the catch for out number 3. So in the second of third innings, the Rhythm strand 3 runners. There were 2 runs in the inning. They were earned on 3 hits, 1 error, and 3 runners left aboard. After 1/3 of the ball game, 6-2, as the Tennessee Baseball Network has checked in on YouTube. Hello, Chase Denton. We'll be right back on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Escape to a taste of the tropics with Frosted Luau, Hendersonville's favorite soft-serve ice cream truck. Indulge in our creamy delights with options for everyone, including dairy-free and vegan treats. Planning a corporate event or a birthday bash? Let Frosted Luau cater to your sweet cravings. Visit frostedluau.com, follow us on Instagram at Frosted Luau, or call 615-422-6133 to book your luau today. Frosted Luau, where every cup is a vacation.
Think about something for a moment. Every single business, from the smallest neighborhood bakery to the biggest multinational corporation, is someone's dream come true. The byproduct of planning and determination and hard work. If you own a business, you already know that. So you'll also understand that fire and security protection isn't just about protecting property. It's about safeguarding dreams. At Corson, that's what we've specialized in since 1946. Corson Fire and Security. Corson.com.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
New pitcher on for the Hoppers. As we continue to move down the numerical order of the
I think those are hard-boiled eggs.
roster here. Started at number 9. He didn't throw a pitch. That was Zach Hampton. Then Jacob Dilday, number 8, came in and pitched to 10 batters. 6 crossed the plate. 3 of those were earned. Aiden Butts now has gone 2 1/3 innings, giving up just 1 hit, no runs. Walked 1 batter, struck out 3, and faced 9.
Leading off.
Now number 3 is on. That is Jackson Leggett Walford, who has pitched more than any other pitcher in the league against Full Count. Walford from AUM over in University of Montgomery. He's going to face John Paul Head. First pitch apparently a little bit up for ball 1. Scott Colley taking a smoke break. Public address announcer here. Two balls, no strikes. John Paul reached on an error in the first inning. Later scored just 1 batter later on Devin McCarron's 2-run home run. Then flew out to right field. Tyler Casserly out there. Looks like he's been playing in the mud. His entire front of his uniform all dirty. John Paul takes a healthy hack on a 2-0 pitch, and it's missed. All right, as Jay Myers is out there, we're going to figure out another ERA. As Leggett gets another swing and a miss. You don't see that very often. This is Leggett's 13th appearance on the mound, all in relief. 2-2 pitch to John Paul. Down that third base line, it's fair. And into the corner, Owen Hutchison will dig it out after it hits off of the chain link fence. Throw comes back in, but that is a standing dudette double for John Paul Head. That's his 10th of the year. He thought he had his 10th yesterday, but no. It waits
National
to today, his 10th double of the year. Leads the Ohio Valley League in that category. Now Devin McCarron with John Paul Head on base again. Likes to swing at that first pitch. Fouls it back. 2-run homer in the first, and he lined out. Basically, the ball caught Aiden Butts. Butts a right-hander. Just happened to have his glove up by his left shoulder. Ball found the glove. Karen out on the line drive. It's now down in the count 0-1. Leggett misses outside. Leggett in his 11 1/3 innings in those 12 games pitched has given up 14 hits, 25 runs, only 13 are earned. He's walked 17, struck out 18. Has hit 4 batters. And he's just given up a possible 2-run home run again. Devin McCarron watches that one sail out of here as well. His second 2-run home run of the ball game. Just giving the full count rhythm back their 6-run advantage. And Devin McCarron picks up his 3rd home run of the year. Second in this ball game as they get together for a little head bump right there. He's 2 for 2 with 4 RBIs. John Paul Head has hit 2 home runs here earlier in the year, and now Devin McCarron has done the same thing. As time's called as the ball gets out of the bullpen down the right field line. Back-to-back hits brought to you by Old Hickory Bats. Swinging the steel-pressed Old Hickory Bats tonight. John Paul scores again. That's now 43 runs to lead the Ohio Valley League. Jake Merrick takes a called strike on the outside corner. Jay Myers coming in with a 10.32 ERA for Jackson Leggett. Shows 8.03, which is again on 7 innings. Pitchers like that. They like it on 7 innings, Jay. That's a 2.5 better than lined out of play off the roof and toward the field house. Yeah, pitchers like that ERA on 7 innings and not 9. Merrick 1 for 1. He's also walked, scored a run. Down in the count 1-2. And he's now down in the count 1-3 as he takes a breaking pitch on the outside corner for a called strike. First out of the inning. Jackson Leggett, the 3rd pitcher on for the Hoptown Hoppers. Dilday, Butts, and Leggett. Trace Simmons also been on base both times. He's been in the batter's box, walked and scored in the first, and had an infield single on my score sheet. The scorekeeper here at Hoptown, who's not sitting up at press row.
Yeah, well, those hoppers get us.
And I'm assuming it's still the same guy that's been keeping the score all year long. And he's apparently not having any help because he has had some questionable calls all year long. And that's all I'm going to say about that. But on my score sheet, that's an infield single by Trace Simmons, and then shortstop Gavin Powell, who had to charge after it hit off the glove of Aiden Butts, and then try to pick it up and throw Simmons out at first base, who just draws the walk.
Anybody else over here?
Was charged with an error. He should have been charged with an error that allowed Bozeman to go to third. I'm sorry, not Bozeman, but Merrick to go to third on the errant throw that got by Scheit, but that was not how Trace Simmons reached. Simmons reached. Powell should have never even made the throw. As Bozeman now looks at a called strike. Charlie's walked and struck out. So pretty much par right there is Jackson Leggett on the year, walking a strikeout. 17 walks, 18 strikeouts. Now has 18 walks and 19 strikeouts. Game changer does not tell us how many home runs he's given up, and nearly plunked his fifth batter of the year there. Moves Bozeman off the plate. He's been plunked 4 times. Team leader in that category is Jake Merritt. He's got 11 bruises on the year. Simmons, average lead off of first base. Leggett with a long look as Bozeman takes a breaking pitch that lands down around his shins for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 more runs for the Rhythm in the fourth after 6 in the first. A 2-run homer by Devin McCarron matches the 2-run home run by Jordan Carter, their DH, in the previous half inning. And another foul ball, Scott Colley, right back our face. I think we're anticipating any rain today. I don't think there's any forecast for rain here. I think Hendersonville, Sumner County area is supposed to get some tonight. My wife, the gardener, is hoping so. Leggett delivers, and Bozeman fouls that one off of Cardwell. Stays alive. Stays alive. You don't have to play that for the visitors, Scott. Tim Ferguson, our PA man, he wouldn't do that. If only Tim Ferguson was listening in. 2-2 pitch. Again, a long delay by Leggett. He's only got 20 seconds. Charlie Bozeman has just lifted one high and deep to left center field. Owen Hutchinson watches that one sail away. Charlie Bozeman with a third 2-run home run for full count. It's just giving the Rhythm a 10-2 lead. Second 2-run home run of the inning. And the 4th home run of the year for Charlie Bozeman. He didn't have a yard card, but Charlie Bozeman has been the player for the Rhythm who has made good for 2 yard cards. So now Parker Staborski stands in, looks at a pitch outside. Tim Ferguson is listening in. I forgot Jay Myers and Tim Ferguson know each other. They're both from White House. Bozeman with his 4th. That's RBIs 13 and 14 for Charlie. Left center field's been getting assaulted today. Staborski singled in the first inning, drove in 2 runs. Ground ball is short. Nice hop up for Gavin Powell. He throws over to first to retire Staborski for out number 2. Lives less than a mile from you. Well, that's pretty nice. Does he bring you fresh produce? Is he a farmer? Does he grow some tomatoes? Aaron Beeman 0 for 2 stands in. Takes a breaking pitch right over the plate for a called strike. Rhythm lead 10-2, 6 in the first, 4 here in the fourth. Another breaking pitch that sails right across the plate. Beeman now taking 2 strikes. Aaron, one of the newer rhythm players from Asbury College here in Kentucky. Swings and foul tips that one, but it goes in and out of the glove of Evan Cardwell as Beeman stays alive. He's 6'1", 190-pound rising junior. He's from Franklin, Tennessee. Played high school baseball with his battery mate. I'm sorry, that's the former cousin of his battery mate, Dawson Sweeney. And the 0-2 pitch down stairs in the dirt. Aaron is the son of Brian and Denise Beeman, brother to Andrew and Alec. Hello to Granddad and Grandma there in Sheridan Lake, Colorado. Gigi is in Loveland, Colorado. And you know Loveland, Colorado is a lovely place to visit in the middle of the winter. 1-2. Like it. Yanks that one glove side. On deck batter Spencer Yu snags that one. He's going to take it back. He's not going to give it to the home plate umpire, Devin Neely, who would have liked to have had it. Bryce McCallick is the umpire down at first base. Tanner Allison down at third. If you are taking note of that. 2-2 pitch. Heads up, Spencer Yu. Miles Denton off the rebound. Played a little Savannah banana ball there. Started to make the throw over to Connor Scheidt, but we need that baseball back. You know that baby's got some guts in it. Jackson Leggett giving it up. Well, he's not going to give it up. Devin Neely says, no, that's okay. What's a little scuff mark on a ball for a pitcher? If I'm Aaron Beeman, I'm saying, I need you to take that out, please. He doesn't bring you any produce, huh? Tell him to go to Kroger and bring you something. Fresh corn, maybe. I mean, there is nothing better in the summer than a grilled steak, a baked potato, and some corn on the cob. Golly, we're ready to go to eat, aren't we, Scott? Full count pitch popped up on the right side. That's going to get into the stands. No spectators harmed by that foul ball. AAA autoglass foul ball. Souvenir for a lucky fan. Yeah, heavenly butter. Oh, heavily butter. I agree. Scott, we got to stop. Salt, butter on that corn on the cob. Oh my gosh. Full count pitch. That's outside. Ball 4. Aaron Beeman reaches with 2 outs. Second walk of the inning by Jackson Leggett. So he's going to face his 8th batter of the inning. Spencer Yu, who's 1 for 2.
Batting the second base, number 5, Spencer Yu.
Rhythm batted around in the first inning, sent 11 to the plate, scored 6 runs. Beeman, I don't expect him to be off with any pitches. And we're going to see the move by Jackson Leggett just for the fun of it. Tony Stockton checking in. I assume she's in Gallatin. Mother of Elijah Stockton, second baseman. Not in today's lineup. Who knows? We might see him in the back end of a relief role here in this game. He has to back away from an inside fastball. Amber McCarron watching from Hawaii. Oh, Scott. Our shortstop's parents watching from Hawaii. Ours. Yeah. Can't hide money, Scott. You can't hide money, buddy. Telling our public address announcer here for the Hoptown Hoppers, who is a fine, fine man. Well, they didn't miss those home runs because we carried them right here on the Full Count Broadcast Network, didn't they? 2-0 pitch. He don't want to get hit by a pitch. He's moving that midsection out of the way. Leggett. Suzanne Hall watching from Farragut. She was afraid I wasn't going to be able to come back and carry the rest of that ball game last night as the lights have come on here in press row. I was wondering if I was going to need to get out my light. There's ball 4. Gets to the backstop, but Beeman will be happy with reaching second base, back-to-back walks. And that will mean a visit from the head coach, and he is making a change. So we'll take a break and be right back. Tell you about the new pitcher when we return on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Don't strike out at your next party. Order the food that will get your crowd cheering. Chick-fil-A of Rivergate. We have many catering options available, from our Chick-fil-A nugget trays to our original Chick-fil-A sandwiches to our chocolate chunk cookies and fudge brownies. We have something for everyone. Order online at chickfil-a.com or call the store at 615-851-4007.
If you didn't know, the Full Count Rhythm is part of the organization called Full Count Ministries. Full Count's mission is to give every baseball player the opportunity to hear the gospel, respond to the gospel, and grow in the relationship with Jesus. With Full Count, you could lead by discipling the next generation by using our resources, or you could go on international mission trips. For more of what we do, check out our website at fullcountministries.com or our pages on Instagram and Facebook.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
All right, I've just finished the last spring roll. Thanks for the pitching change here in the 4th. Wyatt Jenkins, not Jenkins and win. Wyatt Jenkins ruins the pattern of pitchers with the descending order jersey numbers from 9 to 8, 6, 3. We go to 36. Wyatt Jenkins, 5'11", 180-pound right-hander from Benton, Kentucky. Pitches at Frontier Community College. Daryl and Amber McCarron out in Hawaii. Glad you got internet out there. It's probably about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. They're sitting on the beach watching a little Full Count Rhythm baseball on Facebook. Watching their son have a heck of a night. 2 for 3, 2 home runs, 4 RBIs for Devin McCarron. Scott and Suzanne Hall watching from Farragut. I think Braylon probably threw about 6 pitches in yesterday's game. I would expect if he's called upon, he'd be ready to pitch today, but he might get him a couple more days off. 4th pitcher of the night for the Hoppers.
Batting for the Full Count Rhythm, right fielder number 11, Nolan.
Leggett goes 2/3 of an inning. Faces 8 batters. Leaves with 2 on, 2 out. Jenkins delivers high to Nolan Sargent, looking for his first hit of the ball game. He's 0 for 2. Has drawn a walk. Leggett gave up 3 hits. 2 of those left the yard. 4 runs to this point, but the 2 runners on base are his responsibility. Nolan Sargent, left-handed hitter, and leading off, takes a big cut at a changeup, well out in front of that one. Backswing might have got Evan Cardwell's glove. Sargent does not have a long ball this year. 4 doubles. And a double on the first pitch he saw in yesterday's game at Henderson, but those stats don't count. The Rhythm only could get 13 outs instead of the required minimum of 15 outs. So that game, as though it never happened. On deck, John Paul Head, who started this inning off with a double. That ball gets by the catcher, and both runners will move up. I would assume that is a wild pitch. There's no chance that the official scorer, if he's in that, which he has to be, he's not up here on the press row. He's got to be in the dugout. He couldn't see if that ball got into the dirt or not. Actually, I probably would score that a pass ball. It doesn't matter. It's ball 4 to Nolan Sargent as he draws his second walk of the day. First walk for Wyatt Jenkins.
It brings to the plate the designated.
And now the 10th batter will come to the plate. John Paul doubled right down the third base line between Miles Denton and the third base bag. Start off the inning. First pitch he sees, about eye high for ball 1. This might be the last time that we visit the Hoptown Hoppers this year. Not sure how the playoff schedule will finish out. Breaking pitch over for a called strike, but it is probably my favorite place to visit just because of the hospitality. Scott Colley and Joe Wilson up here on press row, they have always been very kind to me. 1-1 pitch to John Paul's down in the dirt. Nice stop by Cardwell. And for sitting outside, it's covered and nice fans, so the heat is not typically an issue. Now, if it's just press box only, Paducah's got the best press box. They've got an air-conditioned press box all by itself. Do have a bunch of gnats, but 2-1 pitch is another breaking pitch in the dirt. Nowhere to put John Paul Head with the bases loaded with walks. Aaron Beeman at third, Spencer Yu at second. And Nolan Sargent at first. The 3-1 pitch down low, and John Paul draws a walk. And that's an RBI as Beeman will touch home plate. Say hi, Aaron. Brent Elliott wants a yard card on John Paul Elliott. I just now saw it. He still gets a yard card. He can play again. He does not lose it. Devin McCarron wouldn't be a bad guess right here as well. Rhythm still do not have a grand slam on the year. If I had a yard card, I'd be playing it right now. Hey, Suze, what do you think? I think my wife wants a yard card. Could Devin McCarron? I don't know that we've ever had a 3 home run game. That should be the subject of a full count rhythm history between a 5th inning one day. I don't think we've ever had 3 in one game. McCarron, who did not swing at that first pitch, didn't swing at the second one either, and it's 2 balls and no strikes. 3 previous plate appearances in this game, and probably in the couple that he had yesterday, swung at the first pitch. Second home run in the first was a 2-run shot. His third home run in the 4th earlier this inning, also a 2-run shot. Swings and misses, a little bit too aggressive and antsy there, way out in front of the off-speed pitch. Suzanne Hall, she's going to use her yard card right now. Pat Elliott says move it to McCarron. The 2-1. Ooh, that was nearly a hit by pitch card. Devin moves out of the way of that inside pitch by Wyatt Jenkins. John Paul Head with a double. Devin McCarron with a 2-run home run. After a strikeout, Simmons walked, and then Charlie Bozeman hit his 4th home run of the year, 2-run shot. 3-1 pitch at the letters on the outside corner. Devin did not want to offer at that one. But now he's got a Full Count Ministries full count. Stay tuned. Near the end of the game, we'll have the Full Count Ministries verse of the game and the Chick-fil-A of Rivergate player of the game. Right now, Devin McCarron the leading candidate. Full count pitch popped up down the right side, shite over, but can't get to it as it lands just inside the Hoppers dugout. Good job by the runners. They all were moving on the pitch. Spencer Yu returns to third. Nolan Sargent returns to second. John Paul Head with the RBI walk returned to first base. We'll do it all over again. It's deja vu all over again. Topper fouled the plate. McCarron takes a bite of that one. See where that one hit him as Josh Carman comes out of the dugout. McCarron has not moved. He's holding that left foot. He's got a ankle guard there, but it must have hit him on the top of the foot. That does not feel good. That's when you're a little late on the pitch. See if the Hoppers have a athletic trainer, as Chris Penny, the head coach for the Hoppers, coming out. Karen now up. If they have an athletic trainer, he or she is not coming out anytime soon. Devin looks like he's going to stay in there. I don't think he wants to give up this at bat. It's a good thing it's not the back foot. The front foot can withstand a little bit of lack of pressure there on the swing, but I'm sure if your toes are barking, last thing you want is for Jenkins to throw one low and in, and a swing and a miss on a high fastball sets down McCarron. But the Rhythm score 4 on 1, 2, 3 hits. Hoppers did help with several walks, but the Rhythm stringing 3. There were no errors in the inning. After 3.5, Rhythm lead 11-2. That's a 5-run inning. I wrote 5-4 down. That was incorrect. I didn't count up all my orange diamonds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All 5 of those runs charged to Jackson Leggett. So 11-2 is the score. Head to the bottom of the 4th. You're listening to the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Feeling tight, stiff, and not quite yourself? Then it might be time to go see the professionals at Absolute Wellness. Located at 101 Tennessee Way, Suite 100 here in Hendersonville, Absolute Wellness can get you back on track with their numerous services like chiropractic care, massage, acupuncture, spinal decompression. Call Absolute Wellness at 615-264-8515 today to get in on some great offers. That's Absolute Wellness. Your road to absolute wellness starts here.
Compliant with code. If you're a facility manager or building owner, you've heard the term plenty of times. At Corson Fire and Security, we work to keep buildings compliant with the most demanding code of all, our own. We've been protecting people and property since before most of today's codes were even written. And what we've learned along the way makes us the best choice to partner with for the future. Corson Fire and Security, celebrating 70 years. Learn more at corson.com.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Grandpa's in Wolverine, Michigan as well. Count goes 1 ball, 1 strike to the number 9 hole hitter, Gavin Powell. Swing and a miss. Powell struck out to end the 2nd inning. This is Roman's 8th appearance of the year. 5 in relief. 14 in the 3rd innings. He's given up only 8 hits, 3 runs. 1 of those is earned. 13 walks, 15 strikeouts. Has plunked 2 batters. He has a 1-0 record. And Sweeney does not go long enough in this game to get credit for a win if the Rhythm hang on. There's another ball that is fouled down the right field line. Nolan Sargent will retrieve that off the chain link fence and get it back in to the infield. Dawson Sweeney goes 3 innings. He gives up 4 hits, 2 runs that were earned, walked 3, strikes out 3. Faces 17 batters. We want to check with the first base umpire as I'm changing the camera just at the wrong time for you. And he says, yes, he went. So that's a Safeware strikeout. First batter that Roman Petricka faces here in the 4th. Now 4 hoppers have been victims of the Safeware strikeout. Tyler Casserly has not. Faces the left-handed pitcher for the first time. Takes a called strike. Walked in the first, stranded at third, and singled in the third. Scored ahead of the 2-run home run by Jordan Carter. As Petricka stepping on a fastball, but just inside. Petricka a 0.63 ERA, and that is in 9 innings. So he's got a sub-1. Ground ball up the middle. Casserly has his second hit of the ball game. That one got in on his fist, but he was able to fight that one off.
Hopper single. That'll bring to the plate. Center field number 7. Chance Sweeney.
Chance Sweeney 0 for 2 steps to the plate. Casserly, I think a former Southwest Tennessee Saluki. I think he's used up all of his eligibility there. Not sure where he is headed. He'll go somewhere. That's line foul out of play. AAA autoglass foul ball. Casserly's from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. It says he's a freshman, but I thought he'd used up all his eligibility at Southwest Tennessee. If only there was a way we could find out. 0-2 is the count now. Just missed on outside. Ground ball to the right side. That gets into right field. Nolan Sargent gets it back in. And back-to-back hits by the Hoppers.
That will bring to the plate the designated hitter, number.
Now 2 are on with 1 out. Nope. Casserly played 1 year, 24-25, so he'll be headed back to Southwest Tennessee. Hit .348 for the Salukis this past year. Check swing by Carter, and he went around for strike 1. Played in 52 games for Eric Schoenrock, the head coach of the Salukis. 9 doubles, 3 triples, or 2 triples, 3 home runs, 23 RBIs for the Salukis. Had a very good year. Breaking pitch, that nibbles at the outside corner, and Petricka now ahead in the count, 1-2. Matter of fact, Tyler Casserly was a second-team all-conference selection in the TCCAA. McCarran charges. He's going to go to second for 1. On to first is not in time. They get the middle runner, Chance Sweeney.
That brings to the plate for the Hoppers, first baseman, number 33, Connor Shake.
Now 2 outs with runners at the corners. Connor Scheid, left-handed hitter, stands in. He's been on base both times he's come to the plate. Singled in the first, walked in the third, batting here for the third time in the fourth inning. Takes a called strike. Riley Black checking in on YouTube. Flied out to left field. Charlie Bozeman over toward the fair line and just in fair territory makes the catch for out number 3. Riley Black just finished up at Tennessee Tech after graduating at Lee University. Chiming in on YouTube. Says he's going to be at the ball game on Saturday. Final home game of the regular season. It'll be good to see Riley. There he says he's bringing his 15U travel team to watch the ball game. Riley, it'd be good to see you, and I know Eli and Lucy would be happy to see you as well. Riley Black was at the Wilson and Anna Reese household last year, and they absolutely fell in love with Riley Black. Rhythm player last year, catcher, first baseman, DH. For Hoptown in the bottom of the fourth, no runs, 2 hits, no errors, 2 runners left aboard. We are through 4 innings. And the Rhythm lead 11-2. We'll keep it right here. Not sure this is going to go 9 innings or not. We got a new pitcher out for Hoptown. See who that is. Alec Hotaling is on. He's also a catcher and a pitcher. You don't see that combination very often. So Wyatt Jenkins goes 1/3 of an inning, faces 2 batters, walks 1, strikes 1 out. No hits, no runs. All 5 of those runs in the fourth charged to Jackson Leggett. They were all earned. Who walked 3 batters, make it 4 batters. No. That walk was Jenkins. He walked 2. There we go. They have helped the Rhythm out with 9 walks in the ball game. Leggett struck out a batter as well. Rhythm playing their 36th game of the year. If they win this game, they lock up first place in the Ohio Valley League regular season. Let's get to other action. The Chiefs have come back and have tied up the Henderson Flash at Henderson. They scored 3 in the top of the fourth to tie that ball game, and they bat in the top of the fifth as Jake Merrick leads off the top of the fifth here at Hoptown. First pitch misses for ball 1. Merrick 1 for 2, singled and scored in the first. Walked and struck out. Batting here for the 4th time. Sidearm delivery by Hotaling. Misses again. Rhythm had batted around in 2 of the 4 innings played already. Scored 6 in the first, 5 in the fourth. Ground ball chopped to Miles Denton. He's got it. Throws over to Scheit to retire Merrick. 1 third baseman grounds out to the other.
Next up for the Rhythm,
Tim Ferguson.
first baseman, number 31.
I just answered your question. I don't know if you had said that before or we were just on the same wavelength there, but Rhythm with a win tonight. Wrap up first place, regardless of what Paducah does. Trace Simmons swings and misses at the first pitch he sees. Trace put on base all 3 times. Infield single to go with a couple of walks and a couple of runs scored. He's 1 for 1. Trace playing first base tonight. Takes a called strike on the outside corner. Hotaling from Canton, Georgia. He also plays at AUM, Auburn University of Montgomery. Tried to nibble at the outside corner, does not get the call. We ain't going to miss on a breaking pitch. Hotaling has retired the first two that he's faced.
Next up for the Rhythm is
Zach Hampton, scheduled to start the game. He came out for the national anthem, was on the mound. But then before he even threw a pitch, asked for the umpire, I guess, and the head coach to come out as Charlie Bozeman fouls that one over toward Carson Howard, who does not make the play, doesn't even attempt to make a play. The third base coach, he's basically hiding over by the chain link fence from the dugout. What is going on with Carson Howard over there at third base? Sidearm slider misses way outside. Jonas Smithson down, bending the ear of first base umpire Bryce McCallick. Apparently Carson doesn't want to talk to the third base umpire. Or maybe it's vice versa. Tanner Allison told Carson, hey, you go over there. I can't believe that. Carson's a very personable young man. Fourth year with full count, 3 years as a player. As Bozeman fouls that one out of play, a AAA autographs foul ball. Count moves at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So the Chiefs and the Flash locked in a 5-5 duel. Madisonville 7-3 over the Fulton Railroaders, which is what Hoptown wants to see. Hoptown does not need Fulton to win any games, especially if Hoptown's not winning. Right now, they're trailing by 9 here to full count. Bozeman had a 2-run homer the last time he came up. It's a chopper due short. That's booted. Bozeman's going to reach on the E6. Gavin Powell charged it, but had it hit off the heel of his glove. And that is his second error of the ball game. Fourth error on my score sheet. Game Changer is going to show only 3, I believe. They don't show an errant throw by an outfielder. Parker Staborski, 2-run single in the first. He's 1 for 3. Ground ball at the middle. Big hop off the mound, and it's collected by the shortstop. Gavin Powell throws to Carson Tucker, who's not standing at second base. Let's see if they give him an error on that one, Scott. I got to quit. That's an infield single for Parker Staborski. He's now 2 for 4.
the catch number 13, Aaron Beeman.
Aaron Beeman, the catcher, 0 for 2, stands in. Takes some kind of pitch. It came back in on his hands there on the inside corner. Good pitch there. Had a lot of movement, maybe a changeup. Sidearm delivery, and that ball's coming back to the right-hander. That went a little bit too far inside for ball one. Beeman scored a couple of runs. He's walked. He's reached on a fielder's choice. Scored the first time on a wild pitch. It goes to the opposite way, and that's going to sneak on through into right field. Slowly hit, and rounding third is Charlie Bozeman. An unearned run comes in, and Aaron Beeman picks up his third RBI of the year. Runners now at first and third, and a 10-run lead by full count. Aaron Beeman just squeaked that ground ball to the right side under the glove of Carson Tucker. Back-to-back hits brought to you by Old Hickory Bats. Staborski moves over to third base.
Have a winner here shortly.
Now Spencer Yu will come to the plate. He's got a 2-out RBI already. He's 1 for 2. Fouls the first pitch he sees straight back. Tina Myers having a conversation on Facebook with Tim Ferguson, the Rhythm PA man. Apparently they're neighbors. Yeah, Tim, you need to take him some vegetables. That's if you're growing a garden. That doesn't mean you have to go down to the grocery store and feed them. I don't know y'all's particular situation, but I know if I grew a garden and had extra vegetables, I'd be taking it to my neighbors. 2-1 is inside, and you has to back away from 3 straight pitches from Alec Hoptown. On deck, Nolan Sargent would love to get a plate appearance here in the top of the 5th. Ball 4 to you. Not to me, to you. First walk of the inning by Hoptown. Retired the rhythm in order if shortstop Gavin Powell had made the play on the ground ball from Charlie Bozeman. But following that, an infield single by Parker Staborski. A walk or a single to Aaron Beeman, and now a walk to Spencer Yu. First pitch to Nolan Sargent. Low and inside. And game changer, the scorekeeper did credit a single for Parker Staborski. I have 10 hits for the Rhythm, 12 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. Tallying Sales one just a little bit above the letters to Nolan Sargent, 0 for 2 with a couple of walks with the bases loaded. Big blow right here would open this one wide. Ground ball to the right side. Second baseman bobbles and gets rid of it, and bad throw to first base. And that's going to go into the dugout and score 2 more runs. And the Rhythm lead 14-2. No RBIs to Nolan Sargent. It's an error on Carson Tucker. Had to come in and out of his glove. Then he tried to rush his throw to first and threw it wide of Connor Scheidt. 2 more unearned runs come home. You now down at third base as John Paul Head looks at a called strike. John Paul's 1 for 3. Has a double, an RBI, and a walk. And now a pitch that goes behind him. Bounces right back to Evan Cardwell, and nobody can advance. A wild pitch that doesn't go in on the score sheet. It was so wild. Three runs into the inning for a full count. All 3 are unearned. There's a pitch that gets to the backstop. Nobody moves up. Looked like it went right through the glove of Evan Cardwell. That would have been a pass ball in my book. But since nobody advances, it's as though it didn't happen. I'm sure some of the Hopper players are getting deflated here with some of the play. I've got a 3-1 count. Scoreboard shows 2-1. There is a base open. John Paul fouls that one off the facade, and I've got a full count. Ministries full count. Scoreboard, I think they're a pitch behind. Game changer also shows a full count. And now the scorekeeper is up, and instead John Paul's going to draw the hit by pitch on the slow breaking pitch to reach first base. Let's see if the scorekeeper shows a walk or a hit by pitch. You get hit by ball 4, you earn the harm. That's his 7th plunking taken. And now Devin McCarron, could he be the one to hit one out of here? grand slam home runner with them do not have one yet this year. Devin already has 2 home runs, struck out his last at bat, pitch after he fouled a ball right off the top of his left foot. Swings and misses at a fastball outside. 1 ball, 1 strike count. They do show John Paul being hit by the pitch. Kieran, 2 home runs, 4 RBIs. Fouls that one off to the right side, and now Hoptown is ahead in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, all of these runs are unearned. He retired the first 2 batters, a ground out and a strikeout. And Bozeman hit a ground ball to the shortstop off the heel of his glove. And Hoptown gets McCarron swinging to strand the bases loaded. 9 batters come to the plate. 3 runs scored there unearned on 2 hits in the inning, 2 errors, and 3 runners left aboard. Rhythm lead 14-2 as we go to the bottom of the 5th. We'll take a break. Be right back on the Full Count Broadcast Network as Tim Ferguson lost his yard card.
Feeling tight, stiff, and not quite yourself? Then it might be time to go see the professionals at Absolute Wellness. Located at 101 Tennessee Way, Suite 100 here in Hendersonville, Absolute Wellness can get you back on track with their numerous services like chiropractic care, massage, acupuncture, spinal decompression. Call Absolute Wellness at 615-264-8515 today to get in on some great offers. That's Absolute Wellness. Your road to absolute wellness starts here.
Compliant with code. If you're a facility manager or building owner, you've heard the term plenty of times. At Corson Fire and Security, we work to keep buildings compliant with the most demanding code of all, our own. We've been protecting people and property since before most of today's codes were even written. And what we've learned along the way makes us the best choice to partner with for the future. Corson Fire and Security, celebrating 70 years. Learn more at corson.com.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Your sponsorship of Hopper Baseball. And
Devin McCarron has now left the ball game. Elijah Stockton in its shortstop for Devin. Let him take a load off of that left foot, but at least give him a chance to see if he could make rhythm history. I don't think Full Count has ever had anybody hit 3 home runs in a game. I'll have to do some checking on that. Roman Petricka back out for the bottom of the 5th inning. Face 5, 6, and 7. Miles Denton swings the first pitch he sees and fouls it off to the right side. AAA Autoglass foul ball. Elijah Stockton from Kentucky Wesleyan. Breaking pitch low and inside. From Gallatin, Tennessee, went to Friendship Christian High School. Ground ball up the middle, and that will squeak on through into center field.
Miles Denton with the...
Miles Denton gets his first hit of the ball game. He's now 1 for 2.
Left field.
7th hit for the Hoppers. Owen Hutchinson has one of them. He's 1 for 2. And Owen Hutchinson takes one in the back. Hey, let's get those runners on base now.
It's batter was number 15, the second
So
baseman.
now each team with a hit batter. Carson Tucker, the second baseman, stands in. He's 0 for 2. Timeout as Hutchison still not ready down at first base. Shedding his batting gloves. getting his oven mitt out. First pitch swinging. Tucker might have pulled something. He's not looking right in that batter's box after that swing. Jake Merrick at third. Elijah Stockton at short. Spencer Yu at second. Trey Simmons at first. AAA autoglass foul ball. Hey, I'm the one that's still doing the balls and strikes on the scoreboard on my computer. It's not like I take a break. Apparently having a brain cramp here. Ground ball. Good play by. Whoa. Bad hop there to Stockton as Patricia thought about getting that and let it go to see if maybe they could turn two. It was slowly hit. Let's see how that one is ruled. It took a bad hop on Stockton, probably an error, but the bases are going to be loaded. But I'll go with whatever the scorekeeper thinks. Evan Cardwell 0 for 2. A couple of balls hit into the air to the shortstop. One a pop out, one a soft line drive. And they do charge an E6 to Elijah. Just get into the ball game and you know the ball's going to find you. Whoops, I just struck out. Cardwell, how did that happen? I think the count's 1-1. Apparently didn't clear the count from Carson Tucker's at bat. First three have reached here in the bottom of the fifth. Single by Miles Denton, a hit batter, and an error. Tricka like a strikeout here if he can get it. Beeman keeps the ball in front of him. Going to pitch inside. Two count. Trey Simmons playing in front of the runner down at first base. Jake Merrick almost on the grass. Swing and a miss and a Safeware strikeout. Just what Patricia was needing in the moment.
Brings to the plate.
His second strikeout of the ball game.
Powell.
Gavin Powell, the number 9 hole hitter, has been a strikeout victim both times he's come to the plate. Second time that he's going to face Roman Patricia, who hurls a breaking pitch in there for a called strike. Jay Myers, the encourager, another breaking pitch. Take it for a called strike. Jay Myers, do some people call you Barnabas sometimes? We got listeners on here, Scott, that are just encouraging people. Great folks. 0-2. Tried to sneak a fastball by Powell on the inside corner. Devin Neely, the home plate umpire, said no. And 1-2. Outside. On deck, Tyler Casserly is 2 for 2. Patricia would just be happy to see him next inning. Maybe you can get Gavin Powell to hit into an inning double play. Instead, he's going to get a backward K, a Safeware strikeout, and Gavin Powell with the hat trick of strikeouts. Back-to-back Safeware strikeouts for Roman Patricia. Now the Southwest Tennessee Saluki stands in. Not sure if he was playing with anybody earlier in the season. He also is a late ad for the Hoppers. And line drive right to Jake Merrick, who makes the catch to end the inning. Casserly tried to go opposite. Let's go out. Opposite way, lines out to the third baseman. And for the third inning in 5, the Hoppers strand the bases loaded. No runs, 1 hit. There was 1 error. 3 runners left aboard. We are headed to the 6th rhythm with a 12-run lead. We'll get the old Hickory steel press bats out again. We'll be right back on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
If you didn't know, the Full Count Rhythm is part of the organization called Full Count Ministries. Full Count's mission is to give every baseball player the opportunity to hear the gospel, respond to the gospel, and grow in the relationship with Jesus. With Full Count, you could lead by discipling the next generation by using our resources, or you could go on international mission trips. For more of what we do, check out our website at fullcountministries.com or our pages on Instagram and Facebook.
Safeware is there when response is critical, assisting in the classroom as you shape the future of America, helping you build roadways and infrastructure for tomorrow. With protective solutions, innovative technology, and leading technical services, Safeware works tirelessly to provide our nation's workforce with confidence in their safety. Before, during, and after, Safeware is there.
We got dead air here. Dead air. A lot of confusion going on here at the ballpark now. The Hoppers are making changes that I don't think I've seen around. They're putting in a third baseman who's not going to hit. And Miles Denton, the third baseman, he's coming in to pitch, but he's still going to hit. So Hunter Swanson is the new third baseman.
Third base, we have number 13.
So on the top of the six, he goes to third base. So the DH Jordan Carter stays in the game. Miles Denton moves to the mound. Saw Bryce McCallick, the first base umpire, out there making some kind of a signal, and I thought, okay, that's something different's going to happen. And that something different is Miles Denton getting on the mound. Don't think he pitched at all for Rome State this past year, but I think he's pitched a couple times for the Hoppers. Takes me a little while to get there. Denton does. He's had one appearance, one inning, faced three batters. Retired him on 9 pitches, according to Game Changer, and one of those was a strikeout. Let's see how he fares here against Jake Merrick, Trace Simmons, and Charlie Bozeman, who are scheduled here in the top of the sixth. Denton, he doesn't play around. He just pours in a fastball that Merrick appeared as though he was ready for and fouls it straight back. So Hodling faces 9 batters. Goes 1 inning. Slow breaking pitch taken for a strike. He's ahead of Jake Merrick, looking at the 0-2 and misses inside. Merrick is 1 for 3, grounded out to Miles Denton last time he came to the plate. Has also walked. Popped up and out of play, AAA autoglass foul ball. Jay Myers, you called a lot of things. Barnabas isn't one of them. But your wife calls you Judas. Hey, at least it's biblical, right? Swing and a miss, and Denton retires Merrick. Route number 1 here in the 6th inning.
Batting first baseman, number 31,
Trace Simmons, who's walked a couple of times, singled and struck out, stands in. Hodling gave up 2 hits, 3 runs. They were unearned runs. Did walk a batter. And struck out 2. AAA auto glass foul ball off to the right side. Simmons had an infield hit in the second inning. Game changer ruled it an error. Denton pulls that one glove side into the dirt. So Hunter Swanson is the new third baseman. I believe that's still Gavin Powell out there at short. Carson Tucker at second. Connor Scheid at first. Evan Cardwell still behind the plate. Owen Hutchinson in left. He's moved around toward the left center field gap. Chance Sweeney playing straight away in center field. And Tyler Casserly out in right field. Another AAA autoglass foul ball that gets out of play over the field house. Feels like it's gotten muggy all of a sudden here. 84 feels like 94. Slow breaking pitch stays up and in. And let's get the full count up on the scoreboard. Started at 90, feels like, of 101. Breaking pitch and apparently stayed up a little high. Ball 4.
Field number 14, Charlie Bozeman.
My son reminded me on a text that I'm just now seeing an hour after he sent it that we will be airing baptisms on Saturday night at the home game. Charlie Bozeman stands in, takes ball 1 outside. I think we got 4 to be baptized that night. Not sure if it's 4 players. I know that first time I had heard it was 3 players. Strike called. Bozeman with a little smile back to the umpire. Just got a piece of that one, and I think it took a bite out of our home plate umpire, Devin Neely. Steven Ardito says it's cooling down in the bus. Can't see the game from the bus, though, not unless you're watching on Facebook or YouTube. That's what Steven's doing. He got a little bit too warm, I'm sure. One-two pitch. Tapped foul at the plate. Evan Neely asking for some more baseballs. We've got more baseball action. What? 1-2 pitch, 1 out, 1 on. We're in the top of the 6th. Denton sails a breaking pitch high. Bozeman, 2-run home run in the 4th. Scored twice. He reached on an error. Started the 3-run rally in the last inning. And that is strike 3. I think he thought that was 2 strikes.
Center fielder.
And that is strikeout number 2 of the inning. I don't think that's his normal strike 3 ring 'em up call. Parker Staborski stands in with 1 on, 2 out. Swing and a miss on a fastball. Parker 2 for 4. Drove in 2 runs in the first with a bases loaded single in the left center field. The 0-1 misses down low. Struck out looking in the second and grounded out to the shortstop in the 4th. Reached on an infield single last inning and later came around to score on an error by the second baseman as that ball is tapped at the plate. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Parker Staborski. Parker, the son of Scott and Adele Staborski, brother to Charlie. He's got grandparents in North Carolina, grandpa and grandma in New Bern, and granddaddy and nana in Hickory, North Carolina. Takes a breaking pitch that misses. Guessing outside. Transfer from Lenore Rhine. Played at Catawba last year, played in 37 games. Double, triple, a couple of home runs, 15 RBIs. Let's see if we can ride one out of here up toward the Anchor Transportation bus. He cannot. On that pitch, swings and misses. On a breaking pitch low and outside as Denton strikes out the side. No runs, no hits, no errors. One runner left on base, heading to the bottom of the sixth. Rhythm with a 12-run lead, 14-2. We'll be right back.
Corson Fire and Security first opened for business in 1946. From the very beginning, we understood something important. We're not just protecting buildings. We're protecting the dreams that built them. We're protecting the lives unfolding inside them. Fire extinguishers, sprinkler systems, and security products are the tools of our trade, but people are the inspiration behind it. For 7 decades, we've never forgotten that. Corson Fire and Security. Corson.com.
We all think about our home's yards, gutters, floors, and so much more. When was the last time you thought about your sprinkler system? That's where Music City Fire Sprinkler steps in. It may shock you that in-home sprinkler systems are discreet and affordable. Let the experts at Music City Fire Sprinkler tell you for themselves. Give them a call at 615-826-7450 or check them out on the web at mcfs.us. That's Music City Fire Sprinkler, proud sponsor of the Full Count Rhythm.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Hendersonville Firefighters Association call to the bullpen for the Rhythm. Tim Dixon out of North Central University in Minneapolis, Minnesota is on, the third pitcher of the game for Full Count. 5'10", 200-pound lefty. He's a rising senior from Vermillion, South Dakota. Son of Mark and Sonny Dixon. Last time I saw them was right here in Christian County High School at the ball game. They drove in from South Dakota. He has a grandma he calls Noy in Des Moines, Iowa. He is on in relief of Roman Petricka, who goes 2 innings, gives up 3 hits, no runs, 3 strikeouts. Did plunk a batter, faced 11. Dixon will face 2, 3, and 4 in the Hoptown Hoppers lineup. He'll be throwing for the first time to Aaron Beeman behind the plate. Dixon entering his 9th game of the year. All in relief, 10 in a third innings, giving up 18 hits, 18 runs. 13 of those are earned. Walked 9, struck out 6. First pitch he delivers is high to Sweeney. Has also plunked 6 batters. Sweeney 1 for 3 in the ball game. Singled his last time up. Swings at the 2-0 and fouls it. Hey, look who's batting. I thought he wasn't going to bat. Swanson's on deck. I thought they were going to have Jordan Carter still bat in the DH spot, so said he wasn't going to hit. But there he is. Hunter Swanson is on deck. It's exactly what Scott Colley said in the beginning. 3-1 misses outside, ball 4. And Sweeney reaches. Hunter Swanson's going to come to the plate. Miles Denton who was playing third base, now is the pitcher. Dixon nibbles at the outside corner. It's called strike. Madisonville Miners lead the Fulton Railroaders 7-6. Paducah Chiefs now up 7-5 over the Flash. But it won't matter to full count if the Rhythm can win this ball game over the Hoppers. But it won't matter to Rhythm can. The ball is bounced in the grass and then gets behind Hunter Swanson. Down to second base goes Sweeney on the wild pitch.
Yeah, that's
They pitch inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swanson playing in his 9th game of the year. Has a couple of hits. They're both singles. 3 RBIs as a runner is in scoring position. 2-2 pitch. This is down. On deck, Connor Scheidt, a left-handed batter. Dixon made his, I believe, his Rhythm debut right here. That ball's hit well to left field. Back goes Bozeman, and it will one hop off the wall. Throw comes in. Stockton's got a chance at the plate, and sliding in safely is Chance Sweeney. And a double drives in the 3rd run of the ball game.
The double for the Hoppers. Gonna bring to the plate.
Picks up his 4th RBI. It's his first extra base hit. Josh Carmen out of the dugout. And he's asking for the baseball from Tim Dixon. And we'll have a Hendersonville Firefighters Association call to the bullpen here in the bottom of the 6th inning. We'll be right back on the Full Count Broadcast Network. Hendersonville Firefighters Association call to the bullpen for a full count. Tate Riggs heading to Columbia State after a year at Queens University in Charlotte, North Carolina, is on in relief. 6'1", 195-pound right-hander. He's a rising redshirt freshman. Scott and Tara Riggs, his parents. Jack is his older brother. Max is his younger brother. Papa and Mia there in Norris City, Illinois. As Riggs is on in relief of Tim Dixon. Faces 2 batters, walks the first, gives up a double, an RBI double to Hunter Swanson. Dixon will face left-handed hitting first baseman Connor Scheidt. Riggs will face Scheidt. This is Riggs' 3rd appearance, one of the newer Rhythm players. 6 innings in his first 2 outings, giving up 4 hits, 2 runs. They were earned, walked 2, struck out 5. 0-1 record, 3.0 ERA as he sails the first pitch high. Pitching with nobody out, one in and one on at second base. Scheidt is 1 for 2. Rhythm trying to keep this 10-run lead. See if we can end this ball game early. Riggs steps off. That's his one and only disengagement. For this particular batter is Miles Denton, the now pitcher, stands on deck. Timeout called. 2 new Rhythm players, Aaron Beeman and Tate Riggs, who came with the Rhythm on the exact same day on the first trip up to Henderson. Beeman got in the ball game. Riggs got in the ball game. At this point, the pitcher of record is Roman Petricka, hoping to get his second win of the year. Dawson Sweeney started the game, went 3 innings, gave up 4 hits, 2 runs that were earned, walked 3, struck out 3, faced 17 batters. Riggs now in tune apparently with Beeman. Sails a second pitch high for ball 2. There's a called strike. After tonight, we should know a little bit more about the playoff schedule. And another thing that is coming up, I believe tomorrow, the All-Star Awards, or the accolades for best players in the league, is going to be named tomorrow. I would assume that's on Instagram or maybe on the Ohio Valley League website. 2-2 pitch. On the outside corner, rings up Connor Scheidt, and a safe flare strikeout. The first batter that Tate Riggs faces. And if John Paul Head's not named the most outstanding player of the Ohio Valley League, there's something wrong. He has been on fire all year long, hit .500 for a good part of the year. Riggs delivers to Denton down low. Miles singled the last time he came to the plate. He's 1 for 2 with a walk. Riggs sees Hunter Swanson out at second base. And Denton has just hit one high and deep to left center field. There's only one out, and Hunter Swanson is going to get doubled up at second base on the fly out as Spencer Yu steps on second base, and I don't think Hunter Swanson knows it yet. That is a dudette double play to end the inning. Fly out. I'm not sure if Hunter Swanson thought that was going to be out of the ballpark or what, but he is just now figuring out that he ran on 1 out. So an 8-4 is out number 3. 1 run in the inning that was charged to Tim Dixon on 1 hit. No errors and nobody left on base. 14-3 as we'll head to the top of the 7th, and the Rhythm going to be looking for some insurance runs brought to you by Zach Williams Insurance Agency at Country Financial. Thanks to Zach in his new business to be a supporter of Full Count Rhythm Baseball. The former play-by-play man for Full Count at home. Zach taught me a ton about broadcasting and has been a huge help with plugging and playing and all that stuff. But he's now in the insurance business over at Country Financial. And with his young family, he is
First base.
getting his business started and his young family started. Appreciate him sponsoring our insurance runs that Full Count be looking for against a new pitcher here. Number Who we got? Is that Connor Scheit coming over from first base? So Connor Scheit is the new pitcher. He'll face Aaron Beeman, Spencer Yu, and Nolan Sargent. And Miles Denton has been taken out of the game, and Colby Webb is at first base. First pitch to Aaron Webb misses high. Popped up and out of play. Webb delivered an RBI single the last time he came to the plate. He scored 3 times. Run rule in the Ohio Valley League is 10 innings or 10 runs. Ground ball to the shortstop, Gavin Powell. He has it collected it in his glove, and he throws over to Colby Webb, the new first baseman, for out number 1. It is a 10-run rule. The Rhythm currently with an 11-run lead. Trying to get some more insurance runs. Brought to you by Zach Williams, insurance agency at Country Financial. Now Spencer Yu, 1 for 2, been on base 3 out of the 4 times he's come to the plate. Tim Ferguson, thank you for listening and watching all evening long. Breaking pitch, low and inside. That ball's well headed to left field. Back goes Owen Hutchison. He's going to watch that one set. Spencer Yu with a solo home run. Brought to you by Zach Williams Insurance Agency. On the 2-0 pitch, a Country Financial insurance run by Spencer Yu, his first of the year. Tim Ferguson, do you have your yard card out on that one? Spencer with the bomb to left field. Now Nolan Sargent. Can the Rhythm go back to back? That's out to left center field. Diving attempt, not made by Chance Sweeney. Sargent around, and he is going to cruise into second base. The ball gets away from Carson Tucker at second, but Colby Webb will pick that up. And Nolan Sargent happy to get into second base with a doodad double. Back-to-back hits brought to you by Old Hickory Bats. First hit of the ball game for Nolan Sargent. Now John Paul stands in. He's got a doodad double. Home runs by Spencer Yu, 2 by Devin McCarron. And 1 by Charlie Bozeman. So 4 long balls in the ball game. That's well hit, but it's fouled down the left field line. Somebody coming in from the bullpen picks that one up. It's got to be Ryan Sweeney. He's a goofball. He's a goofball. He's a pitcher that he has had an at-bat this year. And honestly, he'd be an emergency catcher, I believe. He's probably down there catching a bullpen is what he's doing. Ball and now 2 strikes. So I get our score bug right. John Paul, 1 for 3. He's been on base. His last 3 times he's been to the plate, doubled in the 4th. Also walked in the 4th with the bases loaded, and then reached on a hit by pitch, and he lines that one down the right field line. And let's see if he'll hold up at first. He will. And here comes the 16th run of the ball game. John Paul Head picks up another RBI. And the Rhythm pouring on some insurance runs provided by or sponsored by Zach Williams Insurance Agency. at Country Financial. You can give him a call, 615-758-7127. As Elijah Stockton gets his first at-bat of the ball game. Takes a pitch high. Came in for Devin McCarron. Grounds that one to the third baseman. Can't get it out of his glove. Throw over to first from second base is not in time as Stockton grounds into the fielder's choice. Hunter Swanson over to Carson Tucker for out number 2. Now Jake Merrick will come to the plate. Lots of moving parts here in the Hoppers lineup. And that pitch hits Jake Merrick. Hey, let's get that off of there. We got 2 outs and now runners at first and second. That's his team leading 12th hit by pitch. First hit batter by Connor Scheidt. And now Trey Simmons steps to the plate. And you would assume that batters at this point in time are going to take healthy hacks at pitches if they can get a pitch they like. Changeup misses down in the dirt. At least I hope that's a changeup. Solo home run by Spencer Yu, a double by Nolan Sargent, and a single by John Paul Head. Now a 3-ball, no strike count. Make sure I got the scoreboard right. 16-3. Charlie Bozeman on deck, hoping to get an at-bat. Simmons fouls the 3-0 pitch back. He was hacking. Again, Saturday night, the Rhythm will be off tomorrow. I think everybody's off tomorrow. Friday, Full Count goes on the road to Madisonville. Take on the Miners. Another foul back. And a Full Count Ministries full count. And then on Saturday is Connor Scheidt getting some encouragement from his teammates in the dugout. Back home for the final game of the season, a home game. Chopper down the third base line, and it is just foul. Hunter Swanson tried to catch it right on the line, but it kicks over his glove and goes into foul territory. And the count remains full. But the Rhythm before the game, I'm not sure what time those baptisms will take place. I know a couple of the players at least. I think there's 3 players and then maybe a fan. Simmons nearly gets hit with that pitch. He actually did get hit with the pitch. As home plate umpire puts his hands up, that means time is called and Trey Simmons will be hit by a pitch on a full count pitch. Second hit batter by Scheidt.
Field number 14, Charlie Bozeman.
And now the bases are loaded for Charlie. Big fly Bozeman. His 4th home run of the year. 2-run shot in the 4th. Could Charlie be the answer to who hits the first grand slam? So that pitch comes back. Foul back to the face mask of Evan Cardwell. Four home runs in a game for Full Count. Came in with 26, so now 30 on the season. And Bozeman pops this one up in the field of play. Colby Webb will make the catch in foul territory to end the inning.
All right, ladies.
Full Count scores 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 3 runners left aboard. Third time that's happened in this ball game. We're going to the bottom of the seventh. And Scott Cawley singing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" here for the fans. He is so. Let's just listen to Scott Cawley. Should I sing along too? No, you don't want to hear this.
For the Hoppers, if they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 3 strikes, you're out at the old. Yeah, let's get some round.
Can you tell that Scott Cawley's a big Cubs fan? He's a big Cubs fan. Joe Wilson down at the other end, he's a big Cardinals fan. I'm a big Reds fan. We got red all over, but Scott will wear some blue from time to time. Some Cubs blue. Take a quick break. We'll be right back with the Hendersonville Firefighters Association call to the bullpen. Hendersonville Firefighters Association call to the bullpen. Who is this? This is a young man out of White House. J.C. Myers, Columbia State Charger, 6'2", 205 pounds. He's a rising sophomore for Desi Ammon's crew down there in Columbia, Tennessee. Davidson Academy Bear, right-hander, the son of Jay and Tina Myers. Facebook fame is the brother of Brittany, Alyssa, and Ashlyn. And his mentor is Evan Jones. He is on to nail this one down. For full count, he's going to face Owen Hutchison, another TCCAA player at Roane State. And the first pitch is swung on and fouled out of play. AAA autoglass foul ball. Hutchison ready for that fastball, as Jay Myers says, go Braves. That's not in the NL Central, though, Jay. We have the NL Central covered, not completely, but of the most popular teams. Nobody's rooting for the Pittsburgh Pirates or the Milwaukee Brewers. JC 1-1 count to left-handed hitting left fielder Hutchison. Fouls that one at the plate. Owen came in second in the league in strikeouts, has not struck out in his first 3 plate appearances. Popped out to the shortstop, singled up the middle, and was hit by a pitch. JC on for his 8th appearance of the year. It's his 7th in relief, 9 2/3 innings. 8 hits, 6 runs, 4 earned. Walked 6, struck out 7. And make it 8. Nostradamus. Either that or a guy who predicts the future. That's a Safeware strikeout, a backward K in the book in the first for Hutchison today. And the Hoppers down to their final 2 outs. Devin McCarron is our Chick-fil-A of Rivergate player of the game. 2 home runs, 2-run home runs. Congratulations to Devin with his family in Hawaii. Tapper down to first base line by Carson Tucker. Strike 1. Let's get to our Full Count Ministries verse or verses of the game, found in Galatians chapter 6. Get it after this pitch from J.C. Myers. Pitches from the stretch and delivers. Lifted into shallow right center field. Back goes Yu. He's still going back, and it drops between Spencer and Nolan. That'll be a bloop single for Carson Tucker. Hit it right between the second baseman and the right fielder. Just a little flare.
Evan Cardwell.
4, 6, 7, 8. That's the 9th hit of the ball game on my score sheet. Evan Cardwell will come to the plate. He's 0 for 3. We'll wait till after the first pitch to Cardwell, depending on what happens. For our Full Count Ministries versus of the game. We don't have a post-game show on the road. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Galatians 6 verses 9 through 10. Let us not become weary in doing good. For at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. Therefore, as we have opportunity, let us do good to all people, especially to those who belong to the family of believers, like my buddy Scott Cawley right here. He is multifaceted. Stephen Ardito says, go Tigers. He's also a director of worship ministry, right, at Trinity Baptist Church. 0-2 pitch. This is down and in. That's here in Hopkinsville. Is that correct? Trinity Baptist. He has sang the national anthem here at times. Of course, he just sang the Take Me Out to the Ball Game 7th inning stretch song. Got a good voice. He can do it all. 1-2 just slides outside. Almost an umpire balk. This game is right at 3 hours long. We're going to only play 7 innings, 16-3. This is the ball game if Rhythm can retire 3 hoppers, 2 more hoppers, before they score 4 runs. Now Full Count Ministries full count. A ground ball could end the ball game. Is the doctor calling in a prescription? Popped up on the right side. Trace Simmons, he'll come over and use that first baseman's mitt to make a catch for out number 2. So no double play needed, no prescription needed. And Gavin Powell, the number 9 hole hitter, is going to see if he can reach base. Two outs, a runner at first. Powell has struck out 3 times. He's come to the plate. Myers tried to step on a fastball there and misses glove side. Rhythm off tomorrow, back in action on Friday.
Scott.
That goes behind Gavin Powell. Beeman still can't track down the ball, but
So now it's chicken sandwiches, cheeseburgers, hamburgers, and fries.
runner stays at first base.
Discounted.
They're practically giving food away here now, here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Chicken sandwiches for $2. Somebody take this microphone. Carson Tucker leads off at first. There's a slow breaking pitch right across the plate. Rhythm 16 runs, 13 hits. Foul tipped into the mitt, and Hoppers are now down to their last strike. With the win, the Full Count Rhythm will wrap up the number 1 seed in the Ohio Valley League playoffs, get their 24th win. And the 2-2, there it is. That's the ball game. This one belongs to the Rhythm. A Safeware strikeout to end the ball game. 3 hours and 2 minutes.
Here Saturday night.
As they get their 24th win of the year, win 16-3. Winning pitcher Roman Patrica, he moves to 2-0.
And family, you can have a great night out here at 12.
Losing pitcher
Just get
is Jacob Dilday,
at the concession
and he
stand.
will fall to 2-1.
Good night from the Hoppers.
No save in the game. And Devin McCarron is your Chick-fil-A of Rivergate player of the game. Ends up with a 2-for-5 night, 4 RBIs on 2 home runs. His second and third of the year. Home runs also by Spencer Yu and Charlie Bozeman. So congratulations to Devin Petricka and to Josh Carmen, who gets the number 1 seed and the full count rhythm players as this game is over and final. Rhythm walk it off, or a mercy rule. Final of 16-3, second, I think, straight here at Hoptown. Off day tomorrow. We'll be back in Madisonville, an away game, weather permitting, and then back home for Saturday. If you're in the area, please come by for the final regular season game. Might be a precursor to the final championship matchup. Paducah playing well here toward the end of the year. They're leading the Henderson Flash 7-5 in that ball game. Let's check it real quick as Henderson bats in the bottom of the 8th, down by 2. Fulton Railroaders came back to defeat the Madisonville Miners 8-7, which is not good news. They walk it off in the bottom of the 9th with a 2-run rally. Not good news for the Hoppers. But hopefully we'll see them again. Probably not next year. They'll be playing at Hopkinsville High School next year. And Tim Reese don't want to sit out and bake in the field there. But for John Smithson, the Director of Ministry of Full Count Ministries and Head Coach and General Manager Josh Carmen, this is Tim Reese saying God bless you so long. Thanks for watching another exciting edition of Full Count Rhythm Baseball right here on the Full Count Broadcast Network. Good night, everybody.
This has been another Full Count Rhythm Baseball game presented by Full Count Ministries and Chick-fil-A of Rivergate. We'll see you next time right here on